So if everybody's ready, let's go ahead and get started. Now, I know we got a pretty cool recap just a little bit ago from Chris over here. And if you want to jump in with any details that you guys remember specifically, please do. But we are down here in the Black Market, right underneath Enza. And it's kind of coincidental because Enza happens to be dead center in between all of the different kingdoms, right? And this is the perfect place for a black market to exist. In fact, it was here before Enza was, and Enza's really only been here for like 6 months. So other than that, we've been looking for this guy named Garvin. Unfortunately, we don't care what happens to him most of the time because he's kind of been a sleazeball. In some of the previous episodes, he's tried to sell some of Enza's goods to the black market or stealing from some of the merchants in Enza and selling it off. We ran him out of town, or at least we thought. Eventually, we followed a couple of trails and a couple of clues to find Garvin locked away in a cell, which I'll actually be able to show you too. So we find Garvin locked away in his cell, and it's a completely anti-magic, basically ritual over here, but the cells don't have any locks. He can just push this thing open and it doesn't really matter. He won't exit this cell though, because something bad is definitely going to happen to him if he does. He's currently being hunted by what's called an ink wolf. A wolf that comes from a contract made with the Fae. Once you break that contract, the very letters of the contract come to hunt you themselves. And it's kind of an intimidating little thing here, but it's also something that the ink wolf here, but it's also something that the emissary for the Fae, Valaren Script, wrote in on when he made a proposition to you guys. This proposition was to hand over Garvin. We don't really need to keep him around, is all he was trying to say for you guys, and he would reward you handsomely with not having any negative side effects. But should you try to save Garvin or perhaps go against the Fae in some way, there are actually some negative side effects, a part of the contract that was signed with the pen of Garvin of Enza. So not only is Garvin on the hook for these contracts, so is Enza itself. And the Fae have magically binding contracts, so that's actually pretty bad. Other than that, though, we've been looking for this guy, Raven Kex. He's someone who trapped Garvin in his little ritual of anti-magic, and he's actually been hunting the rest of the were-rats too. Garvin is the progenitor of were-rats, or like the alpha were-rat, right? So any of the people he's infected is also going to be on the hook for this contract too. Garvin's contract basically consists of infect people, those people give energy back to the Fae, and they continue to perpetuate this cycle. Other than that, if Garvin dies, all of the were-rats are going to accrue some of his debt and continue to have to infect people or end up like Garvin himself. So that's kind of the gist of it. Hopefully I didn't miss too many things here. And as we are starting to get down in the depths of the black market, you guys do begin to see a couple of tents, lights, and everything else guiding your way. We did spend a little bit of time down here right before we kicked the bucket for last session, and we got, let's say, a little bit of a cliffhanger. There's Raven standing basically over the body of a were-rat that he found and poisoned to death. But before we get to that, we're going to kick back just a little bit and go back to when we entered it, because it's going to be a little bit easier to explain how Yogg is now missing because he's got a new mission to attend to, and some of the denizens of the black market seem to look familiar. So let's go ahead and kick it off from there.
So we're strolling around the black market. This is a bit before the awesome cliffhanger you gave us?
Yes, yeah. Absolutely.
Okay, all right.
But as soon as we do enter it into the Cantina district, that's what's going to happen.
Okay, gotcha. So we already know what's coming. It's inevitable. But basically, so Yogg went topside for one reason or another, right?
So he's going to be hanging out with Garvin for a little bit, trying to study those sigils and see if he can't help Thwack too.
Okay.
We don't necessarily want him to be caught up in this whole mess, so maybe a little anti-magic might help.
That's true. Thwack. Poor Thwack of the Vanguard. His where-at lycanthropy also. Okay. So then basically me and Magnus just hanging out, looking around.
Yep.
He's the only one that knows basically more or less Yurei's voice, I guess you could say. It's like her thoughts, more or less.
Mhm.
And yeah, so I'm leveling with you right now, and I'm basically just like, yeah, I'm not even part of the Vanguard. I came from the Soulbacks Dominion because I hate that place. And I heard, political tensions are high, yada yada, blah blah blah. And then we look over, and I slap Magnus. I'm like, wait, hold on. Over there. Do you know him? Pointing directly at Noid.
Yeah, I'm gonna, I would say that Yurei and Magnus are probably just still telepathically kind of talking to each other, and I'm just gonna look. I'm gonna be like, that little one, isn't that Yogg? It looks like Yogg. Is that not Yogg?
I'm like, that can't be. There's no way.
Yogg
We
went back.
definitely left Yogg, right? We left Yogg in the room back. I swear, right?
I swear we left Yogg. Did we? Is that a
I
radio
look over.
Vanguard?
I can't hear you guys
Yeah.
anyways.
That's true. I'm like, well, first off, that person's
Yeah.
green. Okay, I can tell that from here.
Was Yogg green when he left? I don't remember.
He definitely was not.
He's usually white.
All right, yeah.
I'm just trying to look to see if I can if I can tell if that's a Radiant Vanguard. I don't know what Noid would be wearing, but if I'd be able to tell that's like some Radiant Vanguard color or whatnot.
Yeah. It's likely that you would have seen your comrades around. You
Yeah.
probably even have like pictures on the wall in like the boardroom or something, or even just
Yeah.
a list of names where it's like, oh, okay. So
Noid
there's-
made 'em.
Yeah, you're at acquaintance status for sure if you don't know each other.
Gotcha.
That makes sense. I don't mean to say that all goblins look the same, but I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
I've seen him hanging out in the tavern with you guys, as I've been not like stalking you guys or anything, but I think I'm pretty sure I've seen him around with the Vanguard before.
Yeah, I don't remember his name. I don't remember, but yeah, I know I've seen him, but I'm also still fairly new to the Vanguard myself, so it could be. But let's go find out, I guess.
Yep, let's go
And
find
this
out.
this could also be an excellent segue for you guys to introduce your characters briefly before we keep on going. Just to keep the tradition of how we usually start the episodes.
Yep.
Yeah, I totally agree. So okay, so let's do this. So we'll go directly over to Noid. I'll lead the charge. I'll just be like, all right, follow me then, whether you want to or not. We could use another body in this situation. I'm gonna go directly over to Noid, and Noid, basically, you're seeing a real like goth-looking necromancer lady that's wearing like a black straw cap with like strands coming off of it, kind of blocking everything around her a little bit. Yeah, there we go.
Yep.
I'll go directly up to you and just hold out this skull. I'll just like tap you on the shoulder as you're doing whatever you're doing. I'll just like hold out this skull in front of me. And oh boy. Uh-oh, I don't have voice mod pulled up. Whatever, that's okay. Basically, this skull will just like, from like the beyond, will just be like, "You work for the Vanguard, don't you?" saith Yurei.
Yes, I do. Yes, that's correct.
And then I'll
Are
just
do you know the Vanguard?
turn to Magnus
Are you?
and mentally just be like, "I knew it. I told you." I won't say anything else.
And Magnus is gonna be like, Yogg? Is that you, Yogg?
I know of Yogg, but I am not Yogg. I am Noid. Are you part of the Vanguard? I think I got word that help was needed down here, and it was on my way of shopping around as well. So I thought I would help.
You come to the black market to shop? You knew of this place?
Black market? I don't know what that is. What is a black market? It's a little dark in here, but I guess. Yeah, sure. I mean, I pull up a pan. It's a little covered in dirt, but it's still good. I mean, if you scrub it off.
Yeah, maybe you get some good deals down here. But yeah, we're in the black market. We're looking for someone right now, in some were rats that are getting. And but before I say anything more, I'm just gonna I'm kind of looking around my surroundings a little bit, and I'm gonna be like, we'll wait for you to make your purchase, and then let's go to the side and talk, because I don't know who's listening around in this area.
Yeah,
Definitely.
You guys can see Noid. Noid is a goblin creature, person. He is I can remember now. Gosh, is he a ranger? A hunter?
Well,
So Magnus is a he's a scion who's from he's the cyborn ancestry. He's very tall, like 6'7", like 6'7", like he's very built, but he uses psionic powers basically, and he's into techno music. So he's got that long hair. He's got long hair. You know, he's a little tatted up, and he likes to party, have a good time, and like he likes to like tear things apart with his mind and just kind of put it back together. But he plays. He's not a bard by any sort, but he fell in love with music when he was younger, and music though is kind of damaging to scions or where he's at, and it kind of broke his mind. But he just loves music so much that he still continues to play a concertina is what he uses for his techno music that he likes to rave with. So but he's not like an overly like good type of person, but he will do literally whatever it takes to get done where like that he knows needs to get done. He don't care, whatever it takes to get done, he'll do it.
very cool.
Say your name again.
Magnus.
Yes, gotcha. I look at your instruments. I'm like, I'm I see your character, and I'm curious on what you are and
Yeah,
stuff.
it's an interesting looking guy. Somehow I feel like we fit in down here, and maybe a little bit, and
I
absolutely
think
nowhere
we
else.
do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So-
pretty much.
Yeah, after the minor introductions, Yurei will be like,
we still need an introduction from Noid.
I'm so
Noid
sorry.
is you're good. Yeah. Noid is he's a small sized goblin. He is a champion. He loves weapons and equipment and just kind of analyzing a lot of combat and understanding things. He's new into this somewhat area, and he joined up in the Vanguard, and he's very curious on fighting alongside with a lot of the others and seeing how everything works. So yeah, that's Noid.
what giant weapon is Noid carrying with him today?
A giant crossbow.
Awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, a heavy crossbow.
So I
Me
remember
and Yog have something in common.
That's awesome. Cool. So after minor introductions, basically I'll just be like using the skull again. I'd be like, yes, we are looking for a hay in a needle stack, if you will, considering that this place is full of criminals and thieves, saith Yurei. And the one criminal and thief we're looking for might work with us.
Yeah, that's gonna be a challenge.
But yeah, then I suppose we just kind of proceed to poking around, unless you guys
Like-
wanted to actually look around and do some shopping.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask the merchant that we're there while we're there. I'm gonna be like, hey, I know there's a lot of people down here that come and go, but do you by chance know of a Reverend Kex at all?
He's just gonna like look around and he's gonna be like, you know, it's kind of strange. My hands are empty.
No.
Yeah, sounds about it.
I put the pan back in his hand.
Nice.
That was good.
And if you were walking over to the stall that Noid was by, it's got a bunch of pots, pans, a couple of different like insignias on them, and a great big golden cauldron off to the side.
Everyone's got to eat. Honestly, this is the place to check. It makes sense.
And
I'll
he's
take his
just gonna
gold.
look at the pan. Don't want it.
No, I'll take it.
And he's just gonna say, all right, for this one, it's gonna be 2 gold, and it's all yours.
I pay the 2 gold. Yes.
Very cool.
Was that sound on purpose?
So
That's amazing.
now that you've been paid, what have you heard? What do you know about this Reverend Kex?
Ah, yes. I believe I've heard the name before.
Oh, I
Haven't seen him in a
don't know if
while,
you're
though.
from here or not. I don't know if you're, I took a gold piece out, and I kind of slid a gold piece over at the same time that he was getting paid. So I was paying him.
Okay, nice. And he says, well, you know, my memory's been a little bit fuzzy. I always need like to be able to rub 2 coins together.
Well, okay, you got 3. You got 3 now. You can rub those 3 together.
I'll
And I'm gonna do it kind of. I'm gonna do it kind of like. No, I don't want to do it like that. Not down here. I'll take another gold piece out. I'll take another gold piece out, and I'll slide a second gold piece to go. This is all. Now tell me what you know of a Reverend Kex.
Yeah, he was here just a little bit ago, maybe about 30 minutes. And honestly, the reason why this information is so cheap is because he was kind of being a butthole. Go after him. He was asking about these, like a whole list of these weirdos. I can't really remember the last one. I think it was like Chesney he was looking for. It was the first one on his list, but that's all I got. I stay here at the stall.
Chastney was the last
Which
name.
direction was
First
he?
name Kenny.
Which direction was he heading? Do you know?
So you're kind of like right at the beginning of this like long line of stalls, right? That's down the cavern. It's down the cavern, and so it's like the fourth stall in the very beginning. So he's just gonna be like that way, pointing that way over to just a big, larger area. So it's not necessarily that specific.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's all. I'm sure that's all we're gonna get from that. Actually, real quick, can you maybe give me a description of what he looks like so I know who we're looking for?
Oh, sure.
What do you recall him looking like? And I'll take another gold piece and I'll slide a gold piece over. And I'm like, what do you recall him looking like?
Well, around here it's kind of typical, but they're wearing all black. They have a bunch of scars. They use a sword, and they also, funny enough, they have a quite angry man type of demeanor, but they're only 5'3".
Okay, the 5'3" will help us.
Yep. So he's an angrier, a shorter human / elf because he's got little pointy tip ears.
Okay, all right.
Okay, well, that helps narrow it down who we're going to look for then. Yeah. I'll just be like, thank you for your time. And, I'll talk with Yurei and Noid and be like, well, at least we kind of know who we're looking for now. Do we want to venture in deeper? Do you guys want to do some shopping along the way?
I don't need anything. I got all my cookery. I should be good. Could we maybe scout out and do an awareness and stuff to see around to see if we maybe see him or see if there's a lot of people that fit that resemblance of what he just gave?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and throw one out there.
Cool. So
as we're going though, I do want to I just want to keep a lookout for like any like weapons type of stalls and see if I can find I just want to see if there's any type of like maybe battle axes that would be. No, I'll be good. I'll be good with what I got.
Okay. And you definitely see a bunch of different stalls that hold weapons like up in the top, like hoisting them to kind of present them. But in a lot of these stalls, you can guess that whatever they find is whatever they're going to sell. So this one might have a couple of potions, a weapon, like a fridge behind them, stuff like that. And then the next one is going to have a different set of eclectic things. So you'll notice a couple of weapons along your way for sure. But the most interesting is probably going to be a set of 3 floating metal balls about the size of a softball.
Interesting. Floating metal.
Oh,
Yep.
God, Alex, why do you do this to me?
Right.
I'm gonna stop and inquire about those.
Yeah, you got
those. Yeah.
Okay, definitely. And he's kind of used to people stopping and, awing these things because they're just right out front. They're kind of like a presentation for him. And they're just on this like podium and they're sitting there spinning with each other. You see, they're like sheen of silver, like the ball is completely silver more or less. But then you're also going to get an inlay of gold for the most part. And that inlay of gold is going to have a bunch of different, like what seems like inscriptions on it, but it overlays the entirety of the ball. Looking a little bit closer at the balls, you're gonna notice that one of them kind of like emanates a little bit with an extra lightning-y type of
one's a little
magic.
bigger than the other.
Oh my gosh.
Right.
All
And,
right. All right.
One of them is going to be ice type of magic, and one of them is going to be fire. And funny enough, they're all the same size.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask him about. I'm just gonna ask him like, what by chance, what are these and how do they work?
Oh, absolutely.
While they're talking, can I like passively be checking them out and see if I can, figure out anything about them on my own?
Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to see a roll for whatever you're thinking, like awareness, investigation, anything like that.
I want to check out their magic properties specifically. Arcana sound alright?
Sure.
Okay, carry on. How many? Oh,
And what were you saying, Draven? Or, sorry.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna ask him about the what these were and how do they work is all I was asking him.
Okay, totally. So what you're going to see, for the most part, like Yurei, is going to be
18 total, sorry. Carry on.
Oh, even better. So looking at these like glyphs, actually, they're not an actual ritual. They're considered a glyph. But when you see them light up, it's kind of like on impact. So whenever one of these bump into the other ones, that's when the magic will glow. So you kind of see that when the ball hits something, it's going to inflict that elemental damage.
Okay.
But at the same time, the guy at the stall is going to be like, oh, these babies are amazing. We sell so many of these. And honestly, if you're somebody who's got a great mental acuity, these are right for you. Because personally, they give you the ability to control them telepathically within a 5-space radius. Now, I know that may not seem like a lot, but when you got 3 of those bad boys floating around you, it's hard to get to you.
That is really cool.
How much do these go for?
Well, how much you got? How much you got?
Hate to
How
tell
much
you-
how much damage do these do?
Ooh.
That's a personal question.
See, there we go. Now we're talking. Yeah, it's hard to say. What exactly level are you looking for? I can make these stronger, a little bit weaker, and then he's just gonna pull one out from underneath the table. It looks like almost the size of a softball. I mean, a volleyball.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa.
Oh my gosh, they're like there's the size of a volleyball?
Yep, the ones that are on the display are softballs.
Okay. Well, the ones that are on the display, like what tier level are those?
Oh, these things, they're awesome. So it's going to do between, if you're trying to get some damage out of them, just depending on how good you are with them, it's going to be a base damage of 2 elemental. And these little ones here, they're only going to run you about 300 a piece.
I would chip in, but I don't have any money. So
Interesting. Okay. No, I think I'll. I was just curious. I'm good. And I'm just gonna walk away, not acting like I'm not even interested at that point.
Okay. And as you're walking away, they're going to toss one more of the softballs into that like floating thing. And it's going to be one that like glows a little bit with green nature magic.
as
Look,
oh, okay, good. Okay.
look. Hey, you can throw an extra one in, but like I said, not interested. Not for no 300. I'm not interested.
Oh, no, I'm just restocking, sir. They're still 300 a piece.
Oh, a piece.
Mm.
Oh
Okay,
man.
okay.
Yeah.
I will. So as Magnus is walking away, I'll just like, real creepily, just kind of like slowly walk up to him, get kind of a little bit too close, and then just like hold the skull out in front of me and just be like, "Hold on to these. I'll be back before the night is over," saith Yurei.
All right. I'd never turn down a customer.
Then I'll walk away also.
Eat a sweat.
That is so creepy. Saith Yurei. All right.
Cool. I'll follow you guys.
Yeah.
Totally.
Okay.
And leading through, it's a whole bunch of different stalls, a bunch of eclectic different items. So one of the things we pointed out last time was on stall number 5. There was a little treasure chest that starts to glow when you get closer
Oh,
to
that's
it.
right.
But when you finally start to focus on it, it smiles back at you.
That's pretty fun.
I feel like that's something, but I don't want to mess with that.
Oh, it's something.
Yeah.
I agree. I'd say it'd be fun to inquire about that, but also we got our job to do. Probably just keep moving.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Like at this point, yeah, I just wanted to, I'll stop at a couple stalls here and there asking about Reverend Kex, see if anyone's seen him. How many, I'll do a gold piece here and there. Like, how many do you think we need to get through, before we find him? You think?
Totally. For the most part, they're all relatively helpful, especially if you look like you're trying to buy something. Even if you do, you're probably going to get a little bit more. But for the most part, they're all kind of pointing you in the right direction. People
Okay.
down here will sell out anyone else for the right amount of money, and they also don't necessarily make friends either. And you can probably tell that Reverend is not the friend-making type.
I love it here.
Okay.
Seeing that as we're going along, is there any spot that we happen to pass or something, or in the near vicinity where there's just like hair accessories? Looking for a hairbrush.
A hairbrush. You do eventually, like looking down a couple of these stalls, come across one that's like a seashell hairbrush. It looks like it's got a little bit of an intricate design on it, even like some gold inlay, a little bit like the silver balls, but like not magical at all. It's just
Okay.
expensive
Perfect.
looking.
I'll go to that stall and just kind of point at it. Like how much is this kind of thing?
Oh, definitely. He's gonna question you a little bit, but not being the first time he's dealt with a mute, he's just gonna be like 15 gold. The Solari Empire issues kind of make it a little bit more expensive. And then on the back of the comb, you literally see a name scratched off, like a important person's name.
I'll pick up the brush and like see that, and like point at it and be like, like, what is this? What the heck is this?
And if it didn't have
all.
scratches, 20.
Okay, all right. And then I'll just kind of look over at Magnus and be like, so what do you think?
Are you needing some gold, Yurei? I'll just ask telepathically.
No, not. I mean, not
do
if
you need
you.
some gold?
I mean, if you insist, it's, maybe. I don't know. Yeah.
You need your hair is looking a little bit of like a mess. So let me get you. Let me get you the brush.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Gives me the gold.
I'll give. How much is it? 15 gold.
Yep.
Yeah. I'll give you the 15 gold.
Yes. All right. I'm gonna purchase that hairbrush and say nothing else and walk away, and then, take the hat off, just be like aggressively just brushing my hair out and just being like, the dank air down here is destroying my curls, saith Yurei.
Scares me.
Hey, real quick, before we get a little further, like there was a question I had, and I meant to ask it earlier about the ink wolf. So in the last session, I remember you saying that the ink wolf was like hiding in our shadow when we were in the alley and all that. Would I have noticed anything when I illuminated my weapon during that time frame?
For the most part, no, because your shadow wouldn't have disappeared completely. You would still have something that it would be able to retreat into, and it was in all of your shadows because it can like teleport between them. So if yours was currently unsafe, then he would just go to Cody.
Yeah. So you'll notice every now and then, like I don't know if anyone else would notice it, but like Magnus is just periodically, just because of that, it could be looking down, like checking his shadow to see if it looks darker or any different at all.
Yeah.
I mentioned to Magnus. Yep.
When they discovered their body, the shadows of theirs got significantly darker, and that's how we knew that the ink wolf was there. So dark shadows.
Yes.
I asked Magnus, why are you looking down? The person that we're looking for should be around here, not at the floor.
And I'll telepathically to Noid. I'll be like, there's an ink wolf that was in our shadows earlier. I don't trust the Fae.
Oh, make sure to tell him it's in all of our shadows. Probably his now too.
And it was riding in all of our shadows. So I'm just
all of your shadows,
if our shadows.
Okay.
Yeah, tell him specifically he's not.
I'm just trying to make sure that our shadows don't look any darker than what may be normal.
And that's something that happens in the black market.
This happened outside of the black market. So I'm just the ink wolf that we have. You ever seen an ink wolf that the Fae it is scary looking. Think wolf,
see it,
but scarier.
All right, I'll keep my eyes out then. I didn't roll so good for my awareness. I rolled, I think it was a total of like 5.
Yeah.
But I was like climbing up on stands or climbing up on things that are pretty high and trying to look out into the crowds and stuff to try to notice some of those features.
Okay, totally. You're going to notice a long distance of these just like market stalls, right? And as you're like climbing on a bunch of different things, like here's a stalagmite, stalactite, whichever one's on the ground, going up onto one of the booths here, you're going to just take a step on what seems like a rock. And then the dude's going to like start moving a little bit and he's going to be like, hey, quit stepping on me. Like, what the, just kind of looking back at you.
All right. I'm sorry. I quickly jump off of them.
Pesky goblins.
My apologies. I was looking for somebody. I kind of am like doing that. What's the description of this fella? He had pointy ears. Was he a type? Was he a?
Yes. He's a little taller than you, about 5'3".
Maybe a half kind of deal.
Yeah, like a half elf human, and like everyone else wearing black and carrying a weapon.
Yeah,
scars. Looks like 40% of the people here, but a little bit shorter and pointy ears.
That's what we know so far.
Okay, so pointy ears, half elf. Are there a lot of half elves here in this area, or there's a lot of elves in this area?
I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of
everything.
There's a decent amount of them. You wouldn't see like, it's not like all elves or anything, but you're definitely gonna notice. Oh, there's one. Oh, there's one. Oh, there's one. As you're going along.
Okay, yeah, this is gonna be impossible then.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be using my. I think it's, what is it called again? My mind sense.
We could also figure out where he would go, or maybe what area he might be in, and go there.
Yeah, this is the guy that was at the end of the cliffhanger, right?
Yeah.
Revan Kex is the guy who poisoned the were-rat.
Okay, so realistically, we could probably almost like fast forward as long as there's nothing else we need to do here.
Yeah.
To that point,
I'm
and then
good.
be like, all right, let's figure this thing out.
Totally.
Yeah.
So
So I know once we get to the tavern, because I know that's where we're heading, the cantina, that's where we're heading.
Right.
Just so you know what my plan to do is anytime we get into an area, I have that feature Mind Sense that I you know I can use an AP and an MP to kind of detect the presence of creatures around me within 10 spaces.
Okay.
And then I can use an AP and an SP to use Invade Mind. And while I detect a creature with while you detect a creature with Mind Sense, I can use one AP SP to subject to being able for me to be able to read like surface level thoughts type of thing. And I
Okay.
would probably do that. I feel like that's something that Magnus would do when he goes into like when we go to the tavern. I would try to use Mind Sense to get everyone there, and then be using my ability to see if I can just read surface level thoughts to see if I can just narrow out some noise or whatever.
Yeah, absolutely. And when we get to that, I'll probably have you roll for it to see how well you do with weeding out the many voices in your head.
Okay, yeah, because it's a spell check against a charisma save.
Okay. So yeah, as you guys do walk into this little cantina district, right? It's kind of like just going off into what seems like a cave, but it's still like just a smaller cavern that kind of shoots off, let's say, to the right as you're walking. And we're walking up, we're seeing a whole lively district of people, all at the bar, all at the stalls, and then you're going to see one guy, black cloak, strides across the bar, very quick, very clean, drops a little bit of poison into somebody's drink. That somebody drinks that poison and they die. And it seems very likely that they're one of these people on the list, because as they start to die, they obviously, reactively try to get as much defensive maneuvers or power as they can. So the were-rat-ness of them starts to come out in their claws and a little bit in their nose before they just keel right over. So it's very clear that this person wasn't just human. And that's pretty much where we're going to pick up right here, because Revan is slowly walking away, kind of being nonchalant, not really trying to be in the way of this here, looking for his next target. And it doesn't seem like it's too big of a deal that there's now a dead body on the ground.
Oh, that was the first time for me. I wonder if this is common in these parts, for somebody to just walk up and poison somebody.
Right? Once or twice a day, maybe.
And we're
It is
able to we're still able to see him, right? Like the guy.
Yeah, he's just kind of like walking away. Let's say the best way to get out of the specific place that you're in is kind of in the way that you just entered from. So he's almost walking in your direction.
Oh, even
Yeah,
better.
so that's where I would do my Mind Sense and Invade Mind, so I could try to read those surface level thoughts. That's where I would do that at.
Definitely. And like I said, this is a packed place, so you probably at least have 5 or 6 people around you as well. Are you able to filter out all of those things with a feature, or are we going to have to see how well you are at filtering those out?
I like that conceptually.
Well, it's just it's an invade mind. So once I like I said, the Mind Sense is I can detect the presence of creatures within that 10 spaces, and then while you can detect a creature with Mind Sense, you can spend an APSP to subject it to one of the options: read emotions or read thoughts.
Okay.
So the read
just
thoughts
that
is
one
make a
thing?
spell check contested by the targets. So I'd have to target someone, and then that would be contested by their intelligence save. Yeah.
So it is you
So-
actually do kind of pick the
Like if that's who we see, I would target him specifically to see if I can read his surface level thoughts as he's going by.
Okay, that sounds good. Go ahead and give me a check. And it's what's the dice?
So it's an
Oh.
intelligence save that you're doing.
Okay, perfect.
Oh, well, that's gonna be easy to beat.
What did you roll?
A 7.
Oh gosh.
natural one. Nope.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Just let him go. He's not the one we're looking for.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah,
What
I
are
would
you-
try to read
What are
his
you
thoughts,
talking about?
but-
Of course it is. That's obviously the one. Say it, Yurei.
Oh,
And,
I would try to read his thoughts, but like you said, there's probably there's so much going on in there.
To make it a little bit more fun, you're actually going to try to read his thoughts, and you're going to get the same feeling when you had to try to read Garvin's thoughts. It's just stops.
Oh.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Oh. I think I would take notice of that, like how I just couldn't even get anything at all. Is he walking Is he walking like almost up to us at this point?
Yeah,
him.
this is more or
We should
less a
definitely stop him.
narrow entrance. He's
Cool.
gonna have to, in a way, push past you, but cloak up, nonchalantly moving.
Okay, how do we stop him?
Yep.
He probably takes
Person-
notice of you guys staring at him as well.
Do we cause a scene?
Intimidation?
Or just stop him?
I'm just gonna mention to him, we've been by Garvin's cell.
I'm gonna prepare to chase.
That is pretty good.
Okay. And you're just gonna say we've been by Garvin's cell, right?
And I'm preparing
Yeah,
to
as
shoot
he's
in
walking
case
by-
something
by.
goes wrong.
I'm just gonna try to keep it very like down low, like not being loud where I'm trying to make a thing, but just be like, we've been by Garvin's cell. We're not trying to stop you. We want to know more.
And he's just gonna look you up and down. He says, "You couldn't if you tried. What do you want?"
Maybe this is not
I
the
want-
place for this.
Yeah, I want to go outside and talk about this because
And-
I think we have a mutual problem.
And I do wish that it came across with the camera, but I straight up put my hand on my hip, like going for my weapon here, and no one saw. And I just felt like you guys would, but obviously you won't. So he's actually ready.
Like lower down a bit.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
So he's just
I'm
like
looking
inside.
down on him obviously because I'm way taller than him, and I'm gonna be like, we have a mutual problem. I think we need to talk. Can we talk? Can we talk outside?
Just gonna look around. You got 5 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, then let's go.
I'm gonna be in the back behind him.
He won't like that. He's probably just gonna try to walk by your side at the very least, but he's probably not.
I
gonna
will
let you
I will
behind
step aside and I will let him walk first. I will wait. Like opening a door.
This whole time.
him. Okay.
He's just, no, you go. No, you go.
Do I have to roll for anything? I can roll for influence.
You're good. He is going to look at someone for directions, like where the heck are we going? Just maybe he'll kind of point in some way that he knows off to the side, but where you want to go?
Yeah, if there's a quiet, like I say quiet, like a corner that we can go to,
Right.
just
A
trying to get
little
away
more
from like
secluded.
prying ears type of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So along all of these booths here, there's several of them that are big enough to have like curtains all the way around them. That almost seem like privacy booths, but what you could get for a privacy booth, I guess. So just going around, you guys can hop into one of those. The first one you hop into happens to be incredibly smoky, but you're able to get in there and no one really takes notice too well.
All right. You guys have
Uh,
questions
What
for
do you
him?
need?
Well, we should ask him why. There's a couple of things. We're definitely curious why Garvin's alive still. Why is he keeping him alive? And then if he knows anything about the Fae, because the Fae have already contacted us just because we're kind of like dealing with Garvin. And I'm gonna guess that
Yeah.
maybe he's had the same situation. You know?
Yeah, that's kind of like I just want to. I think the first question we need to ask is why are you hunting the like? What do you think? Like why are you hunting the were-rats?
Yeah, that's a good start. But maybe like specifically like, you know, it's cool. Like we don't really care necessarily, but
Yeah.
why? We're not necessarily gonna stop you, but you know.
Or should we kind of explain like look, we were hunting for we were hunting for Garvin ourselves. We were
Yeah.
surprised that we came across him.
Honestly, yeah. Let's just give it to him the way it happened. You know, it's not like
Yeah, we were very surprised that we came across him in this cell with all those sigils. And that we tried to get him to leave it, but he wouldn't leave it. And we know that someone's killing the were-rats. We thought it was this ink wolf that's killed one of them, but obviously, I've seen you just kill someone. So
Right.
why are you hunting the were-rat?
right.
Like, why are you hunting them? Why are you killing them? But why? But as well, are you protecting Garvin?
Yeah. We just want to know what's going on. You know.
Okay, totally. All right, so the first thing that he's going to answer, we're going to just try to take them one at a time. He's just going to
Can I-
say,
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. Interject whenever you'd like as well. But to the
Could I
first
could I
question
do
is,
a insight roll?
Oh,
Could I do
absolutely.
an insight roll to see and make sure I want to listen to everything he's saying and see if there's any deception in his. So that'd be a 9 plus 3, so that's a 12.
Okay, certainly. And the first answer he's going to say to you guys is going to be, why kill the were-rats? Why stomp a cockroach when you see it? And then he's just going to, in a way, seem like that's genuine enough. Maybe there could be a motive behind that, but he doesn't necessarily want to give it forward. At least that's what you can kind of tell from that, Noid.
Okay.
As well, he's just going to kind of be like, Garvin, he'll die soon. Don't worry about him. We just got to find the rest first.
Oh boy.
Why are you killing them? What drives you to kill them?
Do you know how to stop a lycanthropy curse?
As a matter of fact, we saved one of ours from the curse.
So there's
Ish.
another.
Oh, great. He's like, so you're with them.
You obviously have a list of them. You've gotten them from Garvin. You must have gotten the list of who he's turned. That's how you know to hunt. Don't try to play games with me. All right. I'm asking, why are you killing them? Are you a were-rat yourself? Is this why you're doing it as revenge?
The way you stop a lycanthrope is by killing the alpha. Eventually, a new one will become the alpha. So you kill its entire bloodline. Every last one of them. None of those dirty tricks. None being fed into the endless cycle. I know about those tricky. He's gonna say quite a few expletives first. Yeah. And then he's gonna go, those Fae.
Okay. Fae. Speaking of the Fae, I think Yurei's invested to the point now that she'll actually do some skull talking. And also, just be like, have the Fae approached you as well, saith Yurei.
You're a fool if you let them approach you. And then he's just gonna tap his belt that actually has kind of like a glowy-ish belt buckle that's kind of like an anti-magic sigil that's glowing just a little bit as well.
This makes sense.
Where did you learn of these sigils that would block the Fae?
Yeah, can we get one of those? So you got any more of those?
You learn a lot as a life of a mage assassin. I'm a bounty hunter now. I'll take out whoever needs to be taken out.
But why protect Garvin? Just until you get the other red rats? Then what is it? You kill Garvin for yourself, or you turn him in for the contract?
You see, I've already got the alpha. If I kill the alpha is going to be someone else. That's going to be a little bit harder to track down. May even be more than one. I don't really know what kind of deal this fool brokered with these Fae, but I do know it's going to be bad if I make another one of this moron.
Okay, that's true. So now let's reflect. The Fae dude, a little leprechaun lad, the deal was we essentially turn... What was it? We essentially turn in Garvin, and I don't exactly remember. I know that if we kill Garvin, the contract just goes to any of the other were-rats. But there was something else that was bad about that too.
So the Fae want you to hand Garvin over so they can kill him. That is what they would like. That is their first demand.
Okay, that's
there
true.
are several concessions if we fail to do so.
So the Fae want Garvin.
Yes.
So
he doesn't want us to take Garvin, but we can't take Garvin because Garvin is in prison that we can't break him out of.
A self-imposed prison.
Oh yeah, the contract was the important part because they demand basically to use the alpha as a conduit to just keep making more on a schedule.
Yeah.
And so they want Garvin turned in so that someone else can fill that role basically and keep doing it, which isn't great either.
Yeah.
So
what's the Vanguard
Garvin was supposed to accrue power with his newly, gotten power from the Fae contract. And the more people he infected, the more power he gained for himself and in turn the Fae. If Garvin dies, then all of the people who he's infected will also have the same contract go on to them because it's a bloodline contract as well. And if you get to be a lycanthrope, you're sharing the blood with them.
Right.
So they're just going to be subject to more contracts, more magical wolves and stuff like that. Being able to use this type of leverage over their head. Right. One Garvin is clearly bad enough. Now he's going for 9.
Okay, so if we give Garvin up, we lose. If we kill Garvin, we lose.
Yes.
Honestly, if we kill the rest of the were-rats... so this guy's plan is to gather all the were-rats, kill them, and then kill Garvin.
And then kill Garvin.
Yep.
Which is kind of technically a safe route, but it sucks.
Yeah, because it only sucks because of
also down that list.
Thwack, that's right. Okay, that's why we can't do that.
That's the only thing that this sucks is because of Thwack. If it wasn't for Thwack, Magnus would be like, bet, let's go kill him.
Yeah, for sure.
100% Magnus would be like, bet, let's do this. I'll help you kill him. Here, let's split the list, and we'll flip for who takes Garvin. But Thwack is the only reason why
that's right.
We have to figure something out. So he's a mage assassin who is just trying to round them up to kill them, is what we kind of know.
There's no cure, is there? They haven't.
No,
not that we know of. No.
So the only cure that we know of was a 24-hour after the bite cure. So we could have gotten rid of it, but once
That's true.
it takes hold, it's on you.
Thwag chose to stay a were-rat.
He did.
Yeah. Obviously, not knowing what the repercussions would be.
The best part is Eric has no idea his character's life is possibly in the balance here, which is hilarious. I love that. We'll tell him later.
I want to ask him. So you've spent time with Garvin, yes?
Yeah. Whenever I'm there, I always feel like I need a shower. But yeah.
Is that his real name? Or is that the name he goes by? Do you know?
I'm not 100% sure. He's got a lot of aliases, but I just call him Ratface.
Fair enough.
So that's what I'm gonna kind of ask Yurei. Like, if Garvin isn't his real name, is that a binding contract still with the Fae? If he never used his real name with the Fae,
I like that. I like the thought, but I have a hunch that the Fae is
it's
just
the
gonna be
Avinza
ahead of
part.
that,
But
you know?
also, let's say Garvin's maybe not the smartest tool in the shed. So
we
maybe
could
he
just
didn't think
assume
of
he
that.
didn't even think of doing that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair too. I'm thinking, what if we just tell this guy? I'm sorry. One more time. What's his name? I'll remember.
Reverend
Kex.
That's right. Okay. Kex. I'm just gonna call him Kex. So what if we tell Kex that we have an actual person that's like a valuable person that is a were-rat, and the fact is we don't want him to die. So let's just come to a consensus where that isn't the case. And if he's like, no, we just duke it out right here.
How do we ask? How did you first find out about the were-rats? How did you find out about them?
Good question.
Okay. A long list of rumors, but when you see filth with your own eyes, it's kind of your job to do it.
Okay. Stumbled upon it, more or less.
You're an assassin. Assassins are hired. You just said you're an assassin. You get your own work.
What did you
Old
see?
mage assassin. Now I'm just a bounty hunter.
What is it that you saw that bothered you about the were-rats
Who?
to make you go off and kill him?
He's actually going to tell you a short story about why he does what he does. When he was a mage hunter, he used to hunt down these different kinds of like monsters, but like essentially just terrible, terrible people. And one of these days, the love of his life was actually taken by one of these terrible, terrible people, a lycanthrope. And this one was actually a were-bear, so not specifically a were-rat or anything, but he's since that day on sworn a just vendetta against magical beasts. He believes himself an exterminator of sorts.
You mentioned you're a bounty hunter. Where is this? Who has the bounty out?
None at this moment, but I know I could probably get a pretty penny for the corpse of an alpha.
After his story about the were-bears, I'll just be like, so I suppose we can't convince you that a were-rat just steals left-out bread. It's nothing to worry about, saith Yurei.
He's just gonna say, not at all.
Worth a try.
He will.
We can't stop him from doing his job.
He will start trying to cut this short, and by saying, listen, I already found at least 4 of these sick sons of, and if you can help me find the last ones, that'll be great. But at the same time, I know of a ritual that'll cut off this curse completely. It's not the easiest thing to happen, though.
Okay, keep talking.
If there's a ritual? If there's a ritual, then we must try this ritual. It is important to us that we try. We have someone that we know of that we cannot let fall to this. I don't care about Garvin. Garvin can die.
Right.
Okay, let me ask this. Is he telling the truth about that? Can I do another roll for an insight about that ritual?
Yeah, absolutely.
Or just trying to,
because I would be concerned that he's might just trying to pull out the. I think he's might just trying to pull out the information of who we know.
Could I do my invade thoughts again after he says that? Would I be able to roll my invade thoughts again to see if he's telling the truth?
After we settle this, because we actually got a pretty decent roll right over here.
Oh yeah, never mind. Nope.
So for the most part, he's going to be, with this guy, it's always a half truth, more or less. You can always tell that he's not giving you the last base of information that he wants. He is trying to get you to help him with the ritual to break a Fae contract. It's not necessarily a ritual that like stops lycanthropy or anything. So the rest of the rats are still going to be out in the world, and he'll hunt them down later. But he can really give those Fae a kick to the beans
Okay.
if you're willing to help.
I give a look to Draven.
Magnus.
Magnus, yeah. All of us. We're doing it. We're doing the same thing.
I'm gonna notice. Like I'll notice Noid, like looking kind of inquisitive, and I'll telepathically speak to Noid. So with my trait, you can speak back to me with me being a cyborg and telepathic. So I'll ask you, what is it that you noticed, little Yog?
I knew it.
All right, Magnus. I mean, it was Magnus.
I mean,
it
I'm
was
sorry.
Magnus.
Yep.
I'm sorry, Noid.
No worries.
apologize.
We're all
Yeah.
a bit confused today on it. I don't believe I don't believe he's telling us the full truth on this. I'd be careful about your friend who is a were-rat and giving him too much information on him.
I'm gonna look back at him, and now I'm gonna be a little more aggressive, but I'm gonna telepathically. Oh no, I can't.
You can give it a try again.
Is telepathy blocked by magic though? Because it's not magic.
I'm just gonna give you one more try. Give it a go.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to telepathically, but like I'm going to be more angry with him, more forceful.
Okay.
And doing it like I want to do an intimidation where I'm speaking into his mind, and I'm like, speak the truth on this ritual. I'm not here to kill people for you, but remember, I don't care about Garvin or his rare rats. Speak the truth to me, and I'm gonna try to intimidate him.
If you want to, but to be able to get to his mind, you're also gonna need a roll too.
Yeah, so that's my spell check to get into his mind. Oh, I need a spell check to get into his mind?
Could I also do something? Could I also do a trickery check to swipe that object?
What object?
Did you hear me?
Ooh.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't hear you. Yeah.
Is a magical item. The magical item that he was wearing that can.
Oh, the belt buckle?
was it? Yeah.
15?
Yeah.
It's gonna
I have a mischievous hands advantage on trickery checks to conceal or steal objects.
If you want to give it a go, absolutely.
I want to. In case that goes wrong. Actually, never mind. I might react if that goes wrong. I'll just leave it at that, and then it'll be fun.
I'll go ahead.
See.
You want me to start it out?
So I'm gonna start with the first thing that's going to give you a little bit of help. But yes, I do want to roll from you. So first thing first, you're gonna try to dig in his mind, Magnus, and he's gonna have not an initial resistance like the first time where it just stops. It's almost like that item is on cooldown. So it, in a way, does pierce through his mind to be able to make it through his mental resistance so you can say what you were trying to say, your intimidation check. But at the same time, how are we doing over here, Noid?
I rolled 2. So the highest one was a 15, but I got to add my trickery, which is a trickery is 3, so 18 altogether.
Was the highest one 13?
13. Yeah,
Or-
right.
Was it advantage?
13.
And
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Okay.
16.
You're
Yeah.
good, you're good.
16.
No, you're good. I just wanted to make sure. So
Yeah, my intimidation was a 21.
okay, absolutely. What we've got here is a relatively swift hand thief. You are able to take the belt buckle from him. It's quick to come to your hands, but it's something that he is going to, nervous habits in a way, just kind of continue to pull up your pants. You can tell that he's probably going to try to pull up his pants out of his essential habits that he does all the time pretty soon. So this is something that's you got away with, but he's probably going to try to touch his belt buckle, pull up his pants, or just square off
This is gonna be
in a
bad.
way.
Yes,
But right now he's still at
He's going to hunt us.
I need this ritual. We need this ritual.
right. I know he's about to possibly give us something to work with, and we're just. This will be.
I might just stealth object my belt on.
That's awesome.
I mean, that'd be a little bit harder.
Here, take my shoe and put it where his belt buckle was, and it'll be fine.
Oh man.
Yeah, this is
It
not
had to
gonna
be
go
a
well,
belt buckle. Couldn't it just be like a little chain or something?
right?
Oh my gosh.
Okay. So
So-
what happens if this goes south? I could
All
play.
right,
I could
so
play
I
good
can
cop
imagine.
and be like, "Listen, you guys stop," and take the belt buckle back from you, give it back to him, and be like, "We gotta work together." Or maybe you drop it on the ground if he notices, like he pulls for his pants, and you just drop it on the ground and be like, "Oh, you dropped this," and hand it back to him. I don't know.
Let me take out my skills. I think I might be able to stealth away. And I was never a part of you guys. If you guys can influence him.
So we do have a relatively good roll from intimidation here from Magnus. Let's go ahead and resolve that one because you guys are eye to eye, but definitely be ready for whatever you want to do after that.
I have another idea.
Okay. And still hands on the hips for this guy, one hand on the hip. He's not reaching for like the sword that is fully displayed. When he reaches for his hip, it's actually just this tiny pouch next to his sword handle. And he looks like he's got that at the ready. But he's also just going to look you dead in the eyes and he's going to say, Chris, please repeat what your intimidation attempt was for.
To tell me the truth about this ritual, I don't care about killing Garvin or killing his were-rats. I want to know about breaking this contract.
There you go.
Or I want to know about this ritual and what it's really about. Because I don't know it's about the contract. I want to know what this ritual is really about. Don't play games with me.
So he's just going to look you dead in the eyes. You know, you're basically almost nose to nose. Like if somebody was going to be funny, like in a school, they'd say, kiss. But like you're just about there, right? And he's going to just look you dead in the eyes with no joy whatsoever. And he's going to say, the only way to cure lycanthropy? With a knife. But fake contracts, those are a little bit easier. And he's just gonna elaborate to you that fake contracts can be broken with magic as they are made with magic themselves. There is a ritual that takes a little bit of effort to get into, and it's absolutely going to cost Garvin his life. But he thinks he can sever the fake contract. But the ritual is completely to do with Fae, not with lycanthropy.
Interesting. And all it's going to cost.
Then I will help you kill these were-rats because they are a scourge.
Oof.
I don't care about these were-rats. But Garvin will be used for the ritual. I need this contract broken.
Okay. And
do you
he's gonna
have
say
this written down somewhere?
It's a costly ritual. It's going to take all of the money I have and maybe a little bit more. And you could probably tell a bounty hunter who's kind of been out of work for a little while doesn't really have the change to just throw around. So if I can just axe the problem, then I'm gonna. Because that still pisses off the Fae too.
I'm gonna take out my 300 what do I have left in there right now? I got 325 gold in my pouch. And I'm gonna be like, okay. I have 325 gold. I want this ritual.
I'll pull out my hairbrush and be like, I have a hairbrush, saith Yurei.
And he appreciates your help, and he's actually just going to give you guys a small list of things to find for this ritual. First thing on the list is going to be magic ink, and not just any type of magical ink. It needs to be a bluish purplish tint from the mushrooms down in this like underground cavernous area too. They're not just right off the beaten path either. They're kind of a rare mushroom. So this ink is probably going to cost you kind of a pretty penny. The next thing you're going to need, the front tooth of a were-rat.
Okay.
And they have to be a fully transformed were-rat as well.
I was going to ask.
Yep. Unfortunately, you're going to need to get that big old bucky teeth right off of him. But at the same time, he says, if push comes to shove, we can just take it from Garvin. And
I mean, there's a dead one in here. I'll just take it from the dead body.
No, he's
not fully transformed. It's just got like a little rat nose with kind of claws.
He did say fully transformed.
I thought that though. Yep. I thought the same thing, but
well, yeah, we'll take it from Garvin. We'll take it from Thwack. I'm sure he wouldn't mind missing a tooth. Okay, ink, tooth.
Yep. And next up, we're going to need the blood of an ink wolf.
Oh my god!
Perfect.
Dang.
I really want to fight one.
Well, I think we'll get our wish.
Yeah.
Yep. And he says, I got the rest covered. Yeah, I got the rest covered.
Okay. All right.
The rest covered. What do you mean by the rest covered? There's more?
There's a couple of extra things, but don't exactly give away information for free. And the tricks of the trade around here are kind of all I've got. So just know that the rest is in the bag.
Oh, shoot. This is not going to be good.
No, this is gonna be great.
We didn't get all of it, and he's okay.
And can someone give me a fate roll too?
Not it.
I'm gonna say not me.
Andrew,
I already got mine.
Just regular 20.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, A20.
Gotcha.
Roll A20. Yes. Good.
Okay. So he goes to do his signature pants heighten a little bit, tap his belt buckle, and just happens to notice gone. He's gonna look around, see if there's anyone in the vicinity who specifically looks like that dirty thief.
Okay, can I do a thing? I'm gonna say Yurei's been sweating at the thought that this might happen. I'd like to try some craziness as a distraction, or maybe like a wasn't us. I don't know, crazy.
I also have. I should let you know. I also have tinkering as well as jewelry work
Okay.
Okay.
as trades.
Okay.
So I
I'm
can
30.
maybe pull or do something.
My specific my fiendish origin is umbral, and I have the sorcery cantrip. What if I just do like a quick like swirl of umbral energy around me or whatever, and just like straight up like tackle Noid, and I'm just like, no, watch out, there's an ink wolf. Just like tackle you, and you throw the belt buckle and try to hit you and him at the same time, and it just be a sloppy mess, and be like, oh, your belt buckle, careful, it's over there, or something.
Could I also do the jewelry roll or a tinkering roll to try to pull whatever is giving it power?
What do you mean by that?
Yep. So tinkering wise, trying to like mess with it while they're having that conversation, try to open it up. Is it just a magical belt, or is there something that is giving it
So
magic?
It's a magical belt buckle. It's got a couple of like glowy runes on it, right? And for the most part, you don't necessarily feel this magical energy from it, kind of because the item is on cooldown. But for the most part, it feels like if you were trying to force something from it, it's just kind of like, But you do see that it's relatively easy to replicate. It's basically a belt buckle. It got a couple of like intricate inlays on the front, but that's about it.
So it's something we might be able to figure out on our own.
Very true.
While they're okay.
But
I don't know if it
anyhow,
would be possible for me to tinker it together, or jewelry. I have jewelry and blacksmith as trades. So I don't know if that'd be an easy thing for me to do while they're having this conversation, or is this something I probably would have to do afterwards?
There's no way.
I would
right?
like to see a roll from both of you. Whatever is best for tinkering and blacksmithing for you, and whatever you're trying to do over there, Yurei. I want to see how good both of your rolls are, and I'm gonna have something happen.
Okay, I'm just relying on my ability with magic. So as
The roll 20 hasn't been good for me.
Right.
That's true.
Oh
Fingers
my
crossed for you, though.
gosh.
And I'll just do
this is
a spell
crazy.
check.
Okay.
See how
Here
well
I go. I'm going
can-
to do the blacksmithing.
Actually, really good.
16 plus 2, so that's an 18.
Nice.
Yeah, I got a 15 total.
Yes.
For the spell
Okay.
check of trying to disguise the sorcery cantrip as a quick ink wolf attack, and then I'll just dive into everyone, just be like, "Look out, ink wolf!"
Totally. So
I'm gonna
as
have
you're
to-
just here, as you're sitting here tinkering with the like belt buckle, maybe even in your pocket, kind of off to the side, you feel just like this timer run out for the item, and just a quick. It's not like a literal flash, but you feel this like flash of energy, and it completely stops the sorcery cantrip from working. The anti-magic has just activated on this magical cantrip here. So it basically just looks like Yurei tackled Noid for almost no reason. And she's just sitting here screaming. The skull not
Right,
next
yeah.
to Yuri is
Yeah.
screaming, "Wolf, wolf!"
Just awkwardly like look around, like I swear I saw one of them, saith Yurei.
And just eyes completely like at every one of you. Just gonna take another belt buckle out of his pocket, put it right back on.
Out of his pot?
Take another one.
Yep, gonna just take another belt buckle right out of his pocket, put it back on.
I'm thinking at this point we're just like, all right, well, we're gonna go get those things now. Okay, bye.
I'm gonna look down and I'm gonna be
Like,
like,
he pulls me up. I'm like, oh.
what is going on?
Yeah, brush you
Like-
off, brush myself off.
Like what? I don't know what is going on here. What? Because I don't think I would have seen. I don't think I
Right.
would even seen Noid taking the buckle, or any of that stuff. Noid, you'd had the buckle in your hand now, right?
I have it picked away. I have it like on my side and kind of probably underneath me.
So I probably wouldn't see it still then.
No, I don't think so.
Probably not.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna be like, what are you? What's going on here? What are you guys doing?
I
The
thought there was
skull next to your feet.
yeah, it's just like it's just like
Yeah.
talking on the ground as I'm like panicking. I'll pick it up, be like, I thought I saw an ink wolf, but it seems to be fine, saith Yurei. Hey, look, Noid over there. Isn't that one of those mushrooms we're going after? And then I'll quickly just like start just running away, pretty much. Like, let's go.
Okay. Yeah.
You'll hear from Reverend. Be back here in an hour.
You're the man.
Are
Let's
you
get going.
Are you going to get the ink, or
He says,
We
"I
gotta get
have
everything."
The rest covered.
We got to get to 3 items.
okay?
Yep.
All right. Yeah. Then let's go get. Well, I just gave him my money, so
No, you have your
I
money.
guess-
You displayed it to say that you could help. He doesn't.
Okay,
he didn't
got it.
take your money.
Okay, cool.
cool. Got it. Yeah. So let's go see if we can maybe find this ink to buy.
Yeah, I was
And
Yeah,
wondering.
that'd
then-
probably be the best bet.
Yeah, we could either just
and then-
buy ink or we could.
But he said it was gonna be expensive.
Oh, I mean, well, we have to make the ink though. We'd have to make the ink from the mushrooms.
I believe if we buy it, then it would be expensive. I would imagine, or we can try to find it.
Oh, let me see here.
So the
Well,
ink
yeah, it's-
and the mushrooms are different things. The ink is magical, the mushrooms are necessary, and the ink wolf blood is necessary. 3 separate
Yep.
items.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
blood ink is going to be the one that's going to be hard.
Oh,
The tooth shouldn't be hard, and then the blue mushroom one we can probably purchase.
Yeah, any of these things can be purchased with a little bit of effort, or if you'd like to find them yourselves, it might not be too hard, but the magic ink might be a little bit harder to figure out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I think we can just buy some magic ink
okay.
and then just get the other. Like we can just get the other. Like
Yeah. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
And I totally misspoke I totally misspoke a second ago. I did intend for the ink and the mushroom to be the same thing. It was the ink made from the purplish blue mushroom, and then
Okay.
the tooth, and then the ink wolf blood. Sorry
Okay.
about that. I was
No
just
worries.
looking at my notes and I said wrong.
Yeah.
yeah, no, I was assuming that if we got the mushrooms, we still have to make ink somehow from those mushrooms. So that's why I was just saying, let's just buy the ink if we can, because otherwise we'd have to find the mushrooms, get someone to make ink from it, or we try to make the ink, or I don't even know how we would make the ink magic.
Shoot, I don't know. We got a tinkerer. He might be able to make ink out of a mushroom.
Ink magical. Yep. I have this. I saw you were curious about it, right? You held it up to Yurei. It's something that I noticed a lot of these people do around here.
Yeah.
And it
What are you
kind of
holding
take
up?
from each other. I held up a belt.
Oh,
that I
okay.
took.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
So that blocks magic. Would we know how much, like, what space that is, like how much of a space that is?
Well, I can.
Yeah.
Yurei will actually tell you that like the sorcery cantrip was blocked. So like at least in the immediate surrounding area, it's good.
Okay. Well, I don't want that around me because I need.
After you point that out, I'll be like, oh yeah, no, actually same. Noid, stay away.
Yeah.
Get that thing away from me.
Yeah. It
I
might
like-
come in handy.
I pull off my belt and I kind of just throw it aside, and I put on the new.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah. So do you guys just want to go see if we can buy the ink? Like I said, just buy the ink
Yeah.
and then go see, go kill an ink wolf.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Let's do the ink wolf last. Let's start with the first. That
Yeah.
cool.
Sounds
All right.
good.
Yeah. Let's. Yeah. I don't know what you want us to do, but yeah, I just want to go see if we can find a booth that maybe has this ink.
Yeah, see if
Yeah,
we can find someone selling it.
If anyone's ever been to a flea market, you know exactly what's about to happen. There's a long list of stalls you're about to head down just to be able to try to find these things. If you're looking for something specific or you see anything that catches your eye or anything like that while we're going through, please let me know. We can go for it. But
Did
for the part,
Did the ink wolf seem? You guys ran into one of these things, right? Was there anything that helped you guys in this fight against it that we should
Oh, we
probably
didn't fight
grab?
it. We just
Yeah,
saw
you
it.
didn't completely avoided it, to be honest.
Okay,
It's a
Ink
shadow
wolf.
creature. That's what we know.
That's true.
maybe something that emits light would be a good thing to have.
Could be helpful.
I kind of look around.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But I mean, I mean, there's always going to be a shadow of some sort. So
We could maybe look around to see if something could enchant or anoint a weapon with a
Yeah.
radiant magic to help us out.
Either
if it
that
comes
or
to
a potion. I don't know if
Right.
they have any potions and stuff that can do some damage.
well, I was going to do a quick rest before we go and make my bound damage, radiant damage is what I was going to end up doing.
Oh, smart. I'm
Oh,
cool with
perfect.
that because I don't have any money.
Yeah.
I'm not against helping Noid steal something, but
I'm not going to steal anything. That was something I saw everybody else doing here in the black market. So
Oh,
I just
okay.
assumed that was common.
that's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, it is.
And killing people too. That was something also that
Yeah.
I saw a lot
Yeah,
of.
it does seem common actually. Strangely.
And Magnus don't care that you stole anything. I don't even care about that. Just
Yeah, same.
yeah.
No, it's chill.
You can steal to your heart's content down here for all Magnus cares.
Now I'm starting to feel guilty, Magnus. I apologize.
Oh no,
I'll
no, no.
apologize
That was
to
out
him.
of
I'll return it.
It's
I
encouraging
was saying
you.
that out of character.
Literally encouraging you, and you're like kind of feeling guilty now that you said
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
You said something. I mean, it's just when
That's
in
all.
Rome, I was
Well,
just doing
it's
what
no
the
fun
Romans
now.
do.
Yeah. It's no fun when you say it's okay to do.
Yeah, exactly.
The secret ingredient is crime.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and look for a potion place to see if they might have anything that would be more radiant damage or some kind of thing.
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the very first places when you guys walked in was actually a potion shop. One of the first potions to catch your eye is going to be this, like, it's a potion, but when you swirl it, it's kind of like a gold glitter that's also chased by a black glitter, kind of like faint glow about it as well. And that's the first thing that catches your eye as you walk to the potion store.
Yep. Do you have anything? I'm kind of scared of the dark, and I'm trying to find something that will emit light, or I don't know how to best. What does this potion do? I look at the vendor, whoever's there.
Definitely. Light. I could probably help, but that potion is one of my specialties. You ever been at death's door just wishing for a solution? Well, this will give you a good chunk of temporary HP, bringing you all the way back up to stable. But this HP is temporary. It'll tick down round after round after round, even below your initial point.
How much is it?
That's scary. Below your initial point.
Ooh, a daredevil, I see. Well, these potions, I just love to see them go. They're only going to be 75 gold.
Let me check my character sheet for my skills. I can do that.
Excellent.
Now maybe you can help me out with something else.
Mhm.
For a lesser price?
That depends. What are we looking for?
We are going to be taking down... We are looking for... What was it called again? A ink wolf. Would you know anything about those creatures?
Well, not much. I think I've heard of one before. Just trying to ponder a little bit. Do you want to give me like a check or something to see how well you're able to grease the palms of this merchant to give you some info?
But what I'll do is I'll go ahead and just give him 5 gold pieces. I'll put it on the table.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Tip. Wonderful. Wonderful. Yeah, just sliding it a little bit closer to them. Well, inkwell.
You're taking a little bit too long, and I give him another 10 gold pieces.
Nice.
They're happy about that, certainly. And what they say is, I do happen to know just a little bit. I've heard rumors before of these things. I know if you see one, you're definitely in trouble. And these pass between shadows. If you have a, let's say, extra light around you in a bunch of different directions, or maybe your shadow is minimized, it drastically reduces the distance that they're able to affect you from. But at the same time, I don't necessarily know of any weaknesses that they hold.
That's fine. And I'm going to go ahead and look for a vendor that has a torch. Or if he has torches, I'm going to say, do you have any, you wouldn't have any torches or any lanterns or anything that I can purchase off you?
Magnus actually has torches in his pack.
Oh, perfect.
Definitely. And there are a bunch of different like things that you could buy that produce light. Like a couple of booths down, you're going to see these lanterns that really only take up about the palm of your hand that glow faintly with a bunch of different colors. And there's also these tiny, just, it looks like a stupid little wooden carving, but it's actually giving off a faint light as well. So there are some lighting options, but it's not the lighting store. There's a couple of different like magic things too.
Yeah, the lighting department in Monarch.
I think we're in the wrong department. Yeah, I don't mind doing the torches. Let's go. Do you have enough torches for all of us? That might be a good idea, Magnus.
I do not need a torch. I am the torch.
Oh, gotcha. But do you have an extra torch, or do you have a torch at all?
Yes.
I'll buy one.
I have these torches here in my pack that I can give you these 3 torches.
How much was that going to be? Are you going to?
No, I'll just give it. I'm like, no, little Yogg, you do not need to pay me. I mean, Noid.
Don't call me because I'm a little shorter than Yogg. Doesn't mean you can call me little Yogg.
Yeah, at least call him normal Yogg.
I apologize again. I'm so sorry. You can just have these torches. I don't need. I don't even know why I carry them, but I keep them in my pack.
Okay, I'll collect those from you then, and then that's it. That's all I need.
Definitely.
I'll take those out.
When we started, did you pick up a couple potions, Magnus?
I picked up a tier 2 health potion. That was it.
Okay.
From Herder.
Okay.
Yep.
But moving along down the lines, there's a few stalls that kind of catch your eye. The first one is actually really, really well done. It's signage, at least. Has a bunch of like calligraphy all over it. It's very, very pretty. And some of the sign even glows a little bit. Almost like a neon sign, but not really. Just like a magical to kind of like ward people in. And that seems like might be one of the better shots to find some magical ink.
Oh yeah, we're going there.
Before we go in, how much gold do we have? Because I'm pretty sure they're gonna charge us an arm and leg.
I have 325.
Okay, and then I have a total of 110.
Okay.
Okay. Who wants to do the talking?
I'll let you guys do the talking.
Yeah. It
Oh,
should be
God.
Let you guys do the talking.
I know. I step
right.
back. I'm like far back.
All right. I was gonna walk in and be like, yeah, let me just walk in. I'm like, I'm here looking for some ink, some bluish purple type ink. Do you carry that?
Well, yeah, absolutely. I have a bunch of different colors. I got red, I got black, I got blue. You could take this yellow one if you wanted. They're all relatively cheap, about 5 gold if you want.
No, I need the ink made from the blue and the purple fungi from the caverns.
Okay, so you're looking for a magical ink, something with a little bit extra kick to it.
Yeah, I need it's a special type of ink from what I've heard. I'm not sure if you carry anything like that. The word that we've gotten around is you may not be the guy to talk with.
Come on, Magnus. We're wasting our time here. We need to find our stuff.
Oh, hold on. I don't know who you've been talking to, but if you give me their name, I'll kick their ass. Now, listen.
Yeah, Charlie from down like I don't know, down the ways on the right. He was saying that he's got what we need, but I told him, I was like, I'm sure we can find a better quality ink somewhere else, and he said you'll find no better. And I mentioned the fact that I saw this store of yours, and he's like, that tiny little store, they don't sell anything up there worth talking about.
Do you dilute your inks? And I kind of swirl one around. Seems very diluted. Put it back.
Now, I'm going to need all of you to quit because, oh my goodness, Cheapo Charlie is not going to give you what you wanted. I know for a fact he's not got what you need. And this is quality ink. And then he's going to take the one that you just like swirled and he's going to put it like back behind the counter a little bit. And he's going to be like, this is quality ink. And it hides it a little bit. But what you're looking for, I think I might have it. And he's just gonna like start ruffling through a whole bunch of different like cupboards and cabinets all around him. And honestly, this booth is just like a wall of just like potions cupboards and just opening them up. Nope, not that one. Nope, not that one. And eventually you're gonna see him open up this one that is a box in a box. And he opens that box up to see just one vial of ink. And it's not full, but it's not empty either. It's a little over half. And he says, this right here, this might be what you're thinking of. And this is how you enchant without needing an enchanter. If you need a ritual done, this is the thing for you.
Makes perfect sense. Mage Hunter doing this without technically having the magic ability to do it.
I'm gonna reach out. Okay, like will he let me hold it?
No, he's just got it in his hand like this close, like to his head. He swirls it around a little bit. It does have that faint purplish blue glow.
It's almost empty though. I mean, that's the practically empty bottle. That's all you got. That's what I think. Cheapo Charlie was right. I'm not sure this is. I'm not sure you're the right guy.
We don't even know how much yet.
Well, listen.
How much was Cheapo Charlie charging us for it?
Yeah, I'd like to know.
Yeah, Cheapo Charlie said that he had it for 100 gold down there.
Well, he's a danged liar because this half a bottle is going to be 400.
Oh,
just like kind of with a stern face.
A half bottle at 400. Cheapo Charlie's. He had a full bottle down there for 100.
Goodbye.
Do you guys gonna get a couple of checks in to see how well your, I guess, intimidation could be?
Yeah.
Yep.
I want to be. I want to. How do I want to do this? Gosh, what do you guys? Do you guys have anything?
I have trickery. I can do something.
I've got.
Go ahead.
I've got some decent influence. Is that true?
I don't have much for influence.
It's actually not that great.
Yeah, I don't have much for influence either.
Well, we've got help, I'd say, right? Well, I'd say it's justifiable that the role has help at least.
I'm gonna look at him and I'm like, look, I don't want to walk back down to Cheapo Charlie. That's a long walk. Let's discuss this price of a half bottle. I say 200.
Just go ahead and give me a roll to see how well you guys are doing for these intimidation checks here.
I got a 2.
While he's doing that,
with influence, at least.
I'll say while he's doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and take one of the bottles that are for the lesser price and try to kind of a trickery mix something up to make it look exactly like it.
Oh, whoa.
Okay.
Yeah, and as I'm doing it, so I can use my intimidation check.
Okay.
And I say like 200. I'm gonna grab one of the cheap bottles at the same time, and I just want to be like this is nonsense, and I'm gonna throw it to the floor and be like 200 for a half bottle.
And now she says, well, that's going to be 405 now. But let's see your roll.
I kind of
15.
I'll give help to Magnus
18.
also.
Okay, not bad.
So that'd be a 20.
Mm-hmm. All right, not terrible.
the shelf that he had originally that one on. Could I, with my trickery, sneak that one that I made on there?
Yeah, absolutely. And what exactly were you trying to do? There was that one spot that like got replaced when you swirled and you put away, so you could probably slip one into that specific spot if you wanted to.
Yeah, right next to it, I would say.
Okay.
So I just try to combine something to make it look very similar to it, and then I'm gonna go ahead and say to him, "But what about this one? This one's full. We'll pay for the full price. Do we have enough?" I kind of like look at Magnus, and I'm trying to trick him to make him think that maybe he didn't notice that second one.
There's a second one here this whole time,
and it's full. It's a full container. I mean,
and you're trying to sell me a half bottle for 4. You got a full one right here.
Says, I assure you, if it was a full bottle, it'd be at least 700. But honestly,
700.
I might be able to make a deal. Maybe. Just looking you over, mustache and all, and he's just gonna say 350 for a half bottle. And he's just gonna start looking at this other bottle here, and he's gonna be like,
come on, we don't have a lot of time.
I'm gonna kind of turn my back, and I'm gonna break out my concertina and start playing it, but I'm not gonna be touching it. Like I'm not gonna be touching it, and I'm just gonna start playing it. Like really, just like I'm contemplating, and I'm gonna grab that second bottle. Oh, like 350. I'll give you 3 for a half bottle, and that's it. And I'm just gonna keep playing my concertina. I'm gonna have it just playing.
Says, all right, 300. That's it. And you stop touching my merchandise.
Because it was like I'm hanging it like 2 fingers, like I'm about to drop it. Okay, I can do 300. We'll do 300, and I'll set it back down, and I'll take the 300 out, and I'll just give him the 300 gold.
Okay.
Take this thing.
Gosh.
And now you have a half a bottle of magical ink.
All right.
There you go. Was that all your
Specifically
money?
meant for enchanting?
Was that all your gold?
No, I got 25 gold left.
Okay, I can throw you 50 if you want, or something.
No, I'm okay.
Okay.
I'm not worried about them. I'm not worried about money. Money is nothing. I easily make this back with one night of one session at the tavern.
Okay.
So we got our first item on the list. Next item is a were-rat's front tooth, or we could go for the ink wolf blood. Which one do you guys want to do?
I say the ink wolf blood because we'll just take We'll just take a Garvin's tooth.
Works for me.
Expecting we can get Garvin to fully transform. Well, yeah, I guess probably. We're also gonna just straight up kill Garvin, right? Like that's where this is going.
Oh, you don't know. I'm gonna tell him we got a ritual that we can cancel this contract, and then I just need his tooth while he's transformed, and we'll get the contract. I don't have to tell him any of the other stuff.
Well, I think killing Garvin was also part of the ritual, supposedly.
Yep.
I don't know the full steps of the ritual.
Pretty sure he told us, but either way, I'm down to just cross that bridge when we come to it, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't recall him saying we have to kill Garvin.
Well, yeah, I guess he didn't say we have to.
Yeah.
I think he was pretty happy about doing it himself, to be honest.
That's true. That's true. We'll just turn around, you know?
Yeah.
And
my thing is I'm just trying to get this contract canceled.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, fair. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm down for that. Try to go. How do we get a hold of an ink wolf?
Yeah, that's gonna be a bit of a challenge.
Snap our fingers. Are they watching
I
us?
said
Do
we
they
wanna
know
leave
everything
the
that we're
bazaar.
trying to do right now?
I say we want to leave the bazaar area.
And then you probably need some darkness.
Well, I don't want to go too dark.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a trap. Hopefully we can set up a trap to where once they do come, we can light up everything, right?
Maybe. I mean, supposedly they're just like hanging out in our shadows already, you know? Like they're already around.
Oh.
So the ink wolf rode away, or the leprechaun guy rode away on the ink wolf that came out of your shadow. It's not specific that you guys have an ink wolf in your shadow at the moment, but it's possible.
You know what? All right. Normally, well, yeah, I don't know. We could keep thinking on it and try to solve it. But what if? I mean, like Yurei is pretty smart. is there any way I could just like think about it for a second and be like, I think this might be a method that could work, or like we have a summoning option if we did something like this with some sort of Arcana check or something?
Yeah, absolutely. Give it an Arcana check. But there is a really easy solution that all of you, well, at least Magnus and Yurei would know at least how to contact them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was
Really
gonna say
easy solution.
I was just gonna say let's call for Val Loren script.
All you have to do is ask for a deal.
Yeah,
Well, just in case there's a way to do it without him, I'll still make the Arcana check.
Totally.
because I think no matter what, we're like to get one, because the way Loren script mentioned it was like they come around to collect on deals that are broken.
It's true.
Well, that might be how it has to happen because I got a
Oh.
natural one.
Oh,
Yeah. Unfortunately, you're just completely drawing a blank. Like every time you try to think of how you can get that wolf here, you're like, why the heck would I do that?
Yeah, fair. Actually,
I mean it's a black market.
Could we make a deal?
Someone
break
would
it?
maybe have some blood of an ink wolf, maybe. But I mean, like, how long is that going to take us to look? Then we have to ask them, like, hey, how did you get that? And I think we just go somewhere and we call Valorant script out, and then we just fight them.
plus there's no way that the blood of an ink wolf is going to be cheaper than or affordable at all. I guess we could maybe steal it if we found someone that had it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we could do that.
We could try to find someone that has it and just straight up steal it. Or
Yeah.
we
I
take
could,
the
like-
crazy
Anybody
I
good
could
at
use my-
stealing?
I can use my telepathic stuff and like start knocking stuff off shelves everywhere, and then cause a distraction to give Noid a chance to do some trickery.
Yeah, you could do that. I could kill someone.
I don't think I'll ever steal again.
I could kill someone.
So
Uh,
before you guys go
Oh
too
my
deep hole,
God.
Yeah.
Just
before you guys go too deep down that rabbit hole, you're probably going to need a relatively good fate roll to see if anyone would even carry ink wolf blood in this.
Yeah.
Huzzah.
yeah, we ain't doing that.
Yeah, I don't think that they will.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Let's just go call Valorant script.
Yep, let's do it, and then just kill his ink wolf or harm it.
He doesn't seem like a
Um,
easy guy to take down.
I'm not making
Go
a
that-
deal. Like, I'm not gonna
So-
make a deal.
So that is kind of the only way that an ink wolf shows up is if a deal is broken.
We could make a deal.
But
Would it
deal is
need to be a
broken.
spell written?
Don't forget, there is one person who's broken a deal.
Garvin?
We pull out Garvin.
He won't leave that cell because an ink wolf will get him.
Yeah, we have to pull Garvin out. I was gonna try to trick Valorant script into a deal, and then
If you really wanted to try to deal with the Fae, please do. I'm not going to
No.
stop you.
I don't have
Yeah.
hope for that. I really don't. They're
Yeah.
like the professionals
okay,
at making the deals, you know?
yeah. Well, let's make our way back to Garvin's cell then.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. Maybe just straight up rip Garvin out of the cage, use him as bait, protect him, throw him back, in, the cage, attack the ink wolf that appears,
Yeah.
hopefully.
Definitely.
Yeah, let's do that. I'm down for that.
All right.
That's
And
awesome.
we can set the torches up maybe in a way in the room to kind of
Yes.
cancel out some shadows.
So,
We could do that. I say we just walk in there and we're just like, golly, it's dark in here. And just, put some torches around. No big deal.
Yeah.
And just be like, all right, Garvin, good news. You're safe. We killed the Fae or something.
I'm just gonna go in his cell and open it up and pull him out.
All right, fine.
He's frail. He ain't got
And then
no
I'll kill
energy.
somebody.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
So-
sounds good.
that's the plan.
yeah.
Yep, we're going to go in there, put some torches around, and just rip him out of the cage.
Rip him
Okay.
out of the cage. Set ourselves up maybe in a way that gives us a little bit of advantage.
Yep.
Yeah. Like a flanking.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay, deal.
So
Yep.
I'm going to say it's been about 20 minutes since you previously Reverend. And it's like a 15-minute walk just to get to Garvin anyway. So for the most part, as you guys are starting to walk to go grab Garvin, you're going to get closer and closer to this little corridor that he's kept in. And you're actually going to see that Garvin's not in his cell.
Dang it.
After a great deal of deliberation and time running thin,
Maybe it's because we talked too long.
we get closer and closer to the meeting time. And at the cantina, you're actually going to see Reverend sitting with Garvin at one of the tables. And around Garvin's neck is one of those belt buckles.
Okay. Yeah, so we just basically spend like 20 to 30 minutes just by Garvin's cell. Like, what are we going to do? This sucks. We don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Who knows where Garvin is? It's hopeless.
Well, he said we had an hour. Didn't he say we had an hour?
Yeah, we got an hour.
So
And then yeah,
You
basically
said
just
20
go back.
minutes went by.
20 minutes went by. You got the magic ink. 15 minutes to walk to Garvin's
Yeah.
location, and then 15 minutes to get it back. So you got like 5 minutes before that hour's done.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Magnus, you want to talk to him?
So we're in the cantina now.
Yep.
Yeah.
And for some reason, he's got Garvin with him. A Reverend looking maybe a little bit happier than usual, which it really doesn't say much, honestly.
But he just never looked
Yeah.
happy.
We'll walk up. Y'all walk up and be like, "Hey, you could have told us you were gonna go get him. We went all the way back to his cell
I don't know why you would do that.
because we need to get the blood of an ink wolf. He can draw an ink wolf here.
But first, let's get that tooth.
First, let's get this ink wolf, and I'm gonna telepathically. I'm just gonna see if I can pull that buckle. Oh wait, the magic.
Yeah, it's an
Would the magic
anti-magic thing.
cancel out my telepathic ability to do that?
Yeah, yep. Pretty much any magic whatsoever would be canceled out by this thing. But, at the same time, he's just going to try and say, listen, that ink wolf is going to show up.
Right.
We all know. And he might just die the second it does. We need his teeth. And before, any of you guys really have a second to react, he's just going to grab Garvin by the back of the head and just slam his head into the table. Ain't turned yet.
Did a tooth come out?
Nope, not yet. And he's also not a were-rat just
Right,
yet. He's still in the first form.
Right.
Then I'm gonna use my telekinesis and I'm gonna slam his head again and
Definitely.
be like, did it come out yet?
Not yet. But
He's not a were-rat, saith Yurei. We have to wait.
with one more attempt, the belt buckle is actually going to loosen around his neck. He's able to start transforming into a were-rat and smack right against the face to the table. And there is going to be one tooth that Reverend quickly scoops up. But as all of that is really going on, you start to feel this weird, ominous shifting around you guys. And it's just you hear the sound of fluttering paper all around you guys, and emerging from not your shadow, but some of the civilians around here jumping out at you guys. You see this right here.
Can I slam Garvin's head one more time on the table to try to knock him out?
Knock him out.
I mean, if you really wanted to, but sitting targets are not the best.
Yeah. Wait,
So-
I guess we need him for the ritual, don't we?
I don't know. I don't know if we need him alive for the ritual, do we?
Yeah.
Yes? No?
Reverend never said.
But Reverend can't kill him though, because he needs him to stay alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if he dies, then it's just going to go to the next person.
Plus, realistically, this ritual is going to take a second, probably. It's a ritual.
Yeah.
So, we pretty much need to kill this ink wolf and hope that that's enough time to get the ritual done.
Yeah.
And we don't know if Garvin needs to survive or not, technically.
Well, he can't die. He cannot die before the contract's broken. We got to keep him alive.
Mr. DM, sir, is that true?
I'm sorry, say that again. I'm trying to get some players on the board.
We can't let Garvin die before the ritual with the contract is done, because if he dies before this ritual is done, then the contract passes to all the other were-rats.
The ritual did involve his life as an ingredient.
Okay, so yeah, we need to basically make sure he stays alive, possibly.
Until we get the ritual done. Yeah.
Okay. All right, got it. Understood.
Oh crap! Does that mean we got to protect him at the same time too?
Yeah, 100%. It might not be good to knock him out.
Alex.
How much damage do you guys do to him?
Right now, the way Alex
He's on
is
death's door.
smiling right now.
So, how beat to crap is this guy who's been starved for close to months and dragged
He
against
actually
his
has
will?
really good health.
I just had his face.
He does a
bashed
lot
off
of
the
push-ups
table.
and sit-ups in there.
Yeah, he's not looking great, guys. Not at all.
I'm gonna know that he needs to stay alive, and I'm gonna give him my tier 2 health potion. I'm gonna be like, take this now.
Okay, definitely. And
That's big.
any amount of food that this guy's gonna get is gonna try to consume immediately, even if that's not technically food. He's gonna feel a little bit of nourishment from it.
Consumable?
I would
Hopefully that buys us a little bit.
imagine that belt that's around his neck, if you guys are trying to protect him, you need to get it off of him and away from him so that you guys can still cast.
Well,
Because I'm going to be away from you guys.
Yeah, we just have to stay away from him.
Yeah, but you also
the
got to protect him though too.
Yeah.
We'll say that the belts are also anti-magic, like the cell would have been, but it's like a single use, kind of like hiding them from the Fae. like now that the belt is on his neck and the wolf is in front of him, he's fair game. He's absolutely going to try to kill him. But if he was in the cell, the wolf would be repelled because it's a much stronger and longer lasting effect.
Okay, kind of right away, I'm gonna shout out, like as soon as I realize what's going on, I'm gonna shout out that like I'll protect Garvin, kind of thing. Like I'll stay by him. I'll be his shield.
Okay. How much time do we have right now? Like, are we going into initiative right now?
It would definitely be a fight. The wolf is going to try to kill Garvin.
Makes sense. I'd like to be as close to Garvin as possible if I have the time to make that decision happen.
Yep, that's Garvin.
Perfect.
Cool.
I'll be right there. I'll be right next to him.
I am going to be probably somewhat covering up against the stand over here.
Okay, cool. Now, if you guys want to go ahead and roll initiative, we'll get this thing started.
Okay. Initiative. It's a +2.
All right, not bad.
Yeah,
17.
mine's
Natural 1.
nice. So 4 total for me.
So we.
At least I rolled. Hey, I rolled good. Okay, I rolled good.
Yes, one of the three of us, so not quite half,
Yeah.
rolled well.
Does a reverend count as half?
All right, sorry.
Oh, you're good.
All right, so not that great. We were needing
Yeah.
a couple of successes here, and we really only got the one that we were hoping for. So it looks like this ink wolf is going to act first.
That's fine. I'm ready.
Yeah,
I
let's-
got this. I will protect.
Feels so good.
I will protect him.
Let's have
I-
everybody
so
find
it's-
yourselves in the turn order if you can as well.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Oh, wait a minute. Now there's 6 of them.
I moved myself. I did the wrong thing.
Okay, there we go.
Oops.
Let me put myself back over here. Yeah, there we go. How do I add myself again?
Right click, add turn.
Cool.
Oh, there it is. 17.
Before we get started, I might just go run real quick and use the restroom.
Absolutely. I think I also need to grab a drink too.
Okay.
Same.
All right.
Alex, do
I
you
can
need
flash.
any other help sorting this out?
I think I got everything over here. If as long as everyone's in the right positions, we should be able to dive right into combat.
Close enough. We'll drag and drop with the right numbers. Okay, sounds good. Be right.
Definitely.
I feel like this is going to be a heck of a fight.
Oh yeah, I think the guy is going to help us out though a lot. I bet you. What's his name again? Reverend
Reverend
Kex. Good try.
Reverend Kex.
Yeah.
I messed that name up so much.
So he can like move in the shadows and everything. So
Yeah.
he probably can just jump from one area to the next.
Yeah.
It's not going to be fun. I'm planning on lighting get some lanterns and putting him next to me. And then
Well,
you're a light
now that
cell.
I should have known this thing was going to come out right here. But I don't know where we would put any prep work at here. Yeah. All right. We'll see what happens.
Somebody will die tonight.
Yeah, that's true.
Garvin. Hopefully that's it.
You guys ever eaten a kiwi skin on?
Nope.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Hey,
have
I'm not judging.
I
I
just
am.
recently.
I'm kidding.
This is crazy, but I prefer it skin on now that I've tried it.
Yeah, I do too. Yep.
Have you had the yellow kiwis?
Yeah.
Love those ones.
They are good. I like they're a little more sweet than normal kiwis, I feel like.
Yeah.
I like the tartness of the kiwi, and the skin is like super tart, which is great. I'm into that.
Yeah.
I think you're the second person I've ever seen eat a kiwi like that. I believe if I look it up on the internet, you'll find where it says that anyone that eats a kiwi with the skin on is a psychopath.
We're gonna need that for this fight.
Weird.
Yeah.
This video gets 100 likes. I'll eat 10 kiwis skin on.
Oh, stop him, crazy man.
I'll do it. I'm gonna clip that. Hang on.
There we go. That's gonna be that'll be more of the comments on the video of like, did he eat a kiwi with the skin on? Yeah.
Like 1,000 comments.
Hey, I'll take it.
I know.
I think at least 5% of those comments would be people that are like, skin on crew. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Andrew's there. We're 50% right now. It's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway.
So as long as everyone's where they want to be, we can go ahead and get combat started.
Yeah.
I guess
Definitely.
So. Oh, the turn order might be a little ganked still.
Oh, is it?
You can just drag people around, but we can't.
Oh, okay. Totally. First, Yurei last. What was your roll, Noid? 2?
Yeah. My
Or-
total was 4.
4. Okay.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Total was 4.
Okay, there we go. And I know that red usually means enemies, but Ravrin is not necessarily your enemy, but he's also not necessarily your ally. He has his own goals in this type of fight, but he's also trying to fight the wolf.
Okay.
All right. So first things first, this wolf is going to be looking at you guys with a fierceness, but it's going to be looking straight through both Magnus and Yurei, trying to get to Garvin. The first thing they're going to
Garvin
do...
at?
The blue square right behind you.
The blue square, gotcha, blue square, sorry.
Nope, you're good. First thing they're going to do is just teleport right off the bat. They're going to look around the shadows and see if there's a really easy place to get around. And it's just going to pop up right over here, right next to Reverend. And because of that, Reverend's actually going to get a pretty cool reaction off on this guy. And it's an Aegis appears right on the edge of his arm. And he just backhands this thing and literally just white shield right against the side of this thing.
Okay.
And that's how we're going to get it started. The wolf is definitely angry at Revan, but it's going to be trying to go for Garvin in front of it. And it's going to be using yet another thing that's kind of hard to deal with if they weren't a weak little guy like Garvin is currently. Because ink is going to start rising from this just like bubbling depths of the ground around him, and chains shoot from those bubbles and just wrap him up. You see a bunch of just like wiggling black and white-ish chains just starting to slowly constrict Garvin.
Can I tell if shield is something that could even help with that at all?
He's grappled. How about
Okay.
that? He's restrained.
Okay.
So that was the wolf's first turn, getting in position, and it's already got hold. Next up is going to be Magnus. What do we got?
I am going to I don't even know. Gosh, why is this going to be so freaking hard? All right, so I'm going to do I want to do that? Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and how much AP does it cost to move through, or how much movement does it cost to move through a ally space?
Twice the amount.
Okay. Yeah, so if I spend 1 AP, I could essentially move through them, right? How big is this ink wolf again? Like, how big is it?
It's a large creature.
Like,
So it's absolutely a dire wolf size.
Okay, so larger than 100 pounds.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah, just in general.
Okay.
Oh, that sucks actually.
Yeah. Then I'm gonna grab my warhammer off my back, and I'm immediately going to like turn on like with my my minor action. I'm gonna create that 5 space radius of bright light.
Okay.
Like the brightest light that I can make it, and I'm going to go up to it. So it'll be 1 AP that I'll use to go up to it, and then I'm going to smite it. What am I going to smite it? Or whatever it's called. Yeah, I'm going to smite it. So I'll spend an AP and an SP to smite it, and actually I'm a spell strike. I'm going to do spell strike. Wait, I have spell strike? No, I don't have spell strike. What am I thinking? I'm not a spell blade. I'm used to playing a spell blade. I'm gonna use an AP. Yeah, I'm gonna use an AP to do lightning blade on my warhammer.
Okay.
AP to move, AP to do lightning blade. Then I'm going to use an AP to attack it, and spend an SP to do smite at the same time, and use my last AP for advantage.
Okay. Go ahead and move into position, and I can't wait to see what you roll.
So I'll just go to right there.
Okay.
Or I'll go to this side. That way I'm going through them. That should be just enough for that.
Definitely. And it will not apply this time, but moving next to Reverend will also incur opportunity attacks if he so chooses.
Okay.
He's a third party in this completely.
A 13. 13.
That's true. As far as we can tell, generally his goal is also to not let Garvin die, though.
Yeah.
Probably.
Not until the right time.
Yep. Also, we
Is it
just
there-
need the blood, just to let
That's
you guys
true.
know.
That's true.
And I have
but then
that
we need time to do
that
the
magic.
ritual.
Yeah, well, if I can get that necklace or that belt around his neck again, because mine is charged.
Interesting. Good point.
Ugh.
That's pretty neat.
So the belt won't stop the ink wolf in front of it, but it would stop a magical effect from happening once.
Imagine
So,
if
like-
it happened once.
Yeah, it's
Like
got a cooldown. So let's say like every couple of minutes, every 5 minutes or so, you're able to just completely counterspell a magical effect.
So
But
we could get
yeah,
crazy
but the
and
thing-
like when it's in the middle of moving, you could try to react to put that on wherever it's going to teleport from. you know, but that'd be really hard to do appropriately.
Okay.
Yeah, so does a 13 hit?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't see that. No, neither PD or AD.
Okay. Oh man. Okay, that's my turn right there though.
Okay. Very cool. And the next up is going to be Reverend 2. He's going to be pretty much this is the only time you've seen his teeth bared from a grin, and he's completely just locked in from this battle here. He's going to try his best to get in between you guys and this wolf. His, let's say, role in his head is kind of like a protector, but through massive force. So he's going to try to take this thing on, and he's kind of like shooing you guys away in a way. But obviously you don't have to listen to him at all. So the first thing he's going to do is reach for his pouch here, right on the right of his hip. And he's just going to toss a little bit of powder. And that little bit of powder is just going to catch right in front of the wolf's face. And it's just going to be a large mist of like gunpowder going off in their face, just almost like a firework across his face.
That's cool.
Yeah, cool. That's awesome.
Unfortunately, he totally whiffs that one. Yeah. So he's basically just making a little bit of a harder visual for you guys. And while he completely whiffs it on that one, he's gonna whip out his silver knives that look like they've had some wear and tear. He's just gonna dual wield, just try to slash at this wolf twice.
There
Yeah.
you go.
All right.
Misses again. This bounty hunter looks like he's off his game, and it's not working for him. For the most part, this wolf is unfazed, and it's still looking at Garvin. And next up is going to be Noid.
Cool.
Let's go, Noid.
Okay. Noid is going to. Gosh. Let's just go ahead and do my heavy crossbow. I'm going to go ahead and spend one action to load it, and then I'm going to go ahead and spend 2 actions to, let's see. Yeah, I'm going to try to fire at this thing, power it up, and I'm going to give the bleeding. Give me 1 second. Load it, attack, advantage, power it up, and I give it the bleeding. Let me go ahead and roll for that. So I'll roll 2 dice. 1, 2. So that's going to be a 12 plus my 4. So that's 16 against its PD.
16 against his PD.
Yep.
Okay. So we are actually making a little bit of headway here. Let's see. Sorry about that. Just looking over. All right.
Yep.
So you just barely hit this guy with a 16.
Okay.
And I mean just barely. It almost looked like he was about to duck out of the way with like a little bit of shadow movement, but just happened to stop him from making that split.
Ooh. Okay. He's going to go ahead and take 4 damage. So 3 was the base and 1 was the power, as well as he's going to have to make a save or be bleeding.
Very cool. What's the save?
The save's probably going to be a physical, I believe, for the maneuver bleeding.
Okay. Sorry, he's not bleeding.
Okay, that's fine.
That
And
was
then-
definitely a hard hit, though. Did not feel good.
Cool. And then I'm going to go ahead and take the dodge action. Give me 1. Let me see. Brace, you gain the benefits of a dodge action and advantage on the next save you make until the end of combat. So
Okay.
I'll do that.
Absolutely.
Cool. That's it for me.
Yes. Now we got a Yurei.
All right, get ready. I typed it out just so I can do it right.
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm ready. So, all right. I think it's something like this. All right, here we go. I'm going to try to intimidate it first off. So, very first thing is just going to be the intimidate action, which is an intimidation check versus its charisma save. And that's 1 AP. So, I'll start with that.
Okay.
Intimidation. Let me double check. I believe it's 4 that I have. Yep. Okay, not bad. Come on. 18.
6.
Let's go. Okay, so it's intimidated. 1 AP down. Is intimidated until the end of my next turn. Yes. Okay. Now, Hex for my second AP and 1 MP, which is a spell check versus a physical save.
Okay.
So, spell check. That's crap. 6 versus a physical save.
6. I think Defender wins, right?
Yeah, Defender wins. Ah, that sucks. That was so close. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. So that, nothing happens with that, I'm pretty sure. Double check. Yeah, nothing. So, nothing there. Dookie. That's okay. Next thing is I'm going to use Spell Strike with a melee attack and Firebolt. I'm able to basically just tack on Firebolt for free, which is how that works. But it uses a attack check instead of a spell check, so it's not a disadvantage. And then I'm going to use one more, my last AP, to give it advantage, and then spend my stamina to add the bleed condition as a maneuver.
Okay.
Final answer. So here we go. That's just going to
Let's
be
do it.
a melee attack with advantage. Yeah. Even better, 23 against
Very good.
physical precision defense.
That's a heavy.
Okay, that would be one. It's 2 base damage. One of them is fire. One of them is umbral, technically.
Okay. That's okay. So you're going to notice that the fire damage is actually doing a little bit of help. Now, it may look like this is a shadow wolf, but it's actually comprised entirely of paper from its inky nature. So it's vulnerable to fire damage.
Oh, let's go.
And the umbral damage is it's not resistant to it or anything, so it's just normal.
Okay.
So that's going to be 5 damage total.
It was 2. One of them was fire, if that helps.
Oh, okay. So 3 damage total.
All right, sweet. And then if it was heavy or whatever, I don't know.
Oh, yes. And that'll make it 4.
Okay, sweet. And then it would have a physical save against bleed against the 23. Or no, it's against my
Ooh, okay.
save DC, sorry. So physical
Physical
save.
save, right?
Yep.
It's bleeding.
All
Yes.
right. So it's intimidated and bleeding.
That's right.
Nice.
It's intimidated.
Oh, was there a disadvantage or something I was supposed to run for the...
I don't know.
Save.
Let me see. I can tell you in like 2 seconds. There it is.
Disadvantage on all
made
checks.
against the source.
Okay, so yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a save? A save against the source? Does that count?
I feel like, yeah. I would
I
let
guess-
it count at this point.
I guess it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
The bleed landed, right?
Yes.
Oh, but the hex.
Oh, okay,
It saved
okay.
for hex earlier after being intimidated.
Yeah, that's true. Where was that? The hex roll?
It would be it'd be another physical save if you wanted to give it a second die for the disadvantage.
We didn't finish your turn, so might as well. That's an 11.
But that was against a spell check. That was only 6. So it saves again. My turn is over.
Very cool. And did a lot that time, actually.
Yeah. That's cool.
Need its blood, and now it's bleeding.
That's true.
Awesome. Good.
Literally.
Good. Yeah. Good work.
Okay.
So now we're actually back to the wolf here. And the wolf is getting a little bit angry, and it's going to let out a just blood-curdling roar. This roar is going to just intensify both its skin, fangs, and size just a little bit. It doesn't make it a whole size bigger, but it is looking far more intimidating. Its fangs are getting longer. And you're going to probably see that its skin is a little bit harder. So it's, in a way, like a bark skin spell, but
Alright.
a hardened paper.
Can this spell be spell duel? Is it a spell?
Ooh, so it's a spell, but it's a spell on themselves. Can you spell duel like trying to heal someone? Like if someone was
Good
trying to
point.
heal themselves, can you spell duel that?
That's a good point. I don't know, honestly. I'm not sure.
I would say no,
Okay.
because you're
I'm
not
cool
being
with that.
targeted by the spell.
I'm cool with that.
But
ruling.
if something changes
Yeah,
about that, that's cool.
Yeah,
I want to
I'd be
go with a
curious.
no because I don't want Alex to ever like spell duel one of us if we're trying to cast
right?
heal.
Literally,
He's
I
like,
know.
yeah,
Honestly, it would be awesome though. Like, all right, let's cast heal, and
That'd
he's
be
just like, no, spell duel, you can't. Like, that'd be
Yeah.
terrifying. But yeah,
Yeah.
no, you're right. I am cool with
Yeah.
that ruling. Moving forward.
Definitely. Now it's going to just bare its teeth straight at Magnus. And it's just going to go for a normal old attack.
Magnus.
Good deal.
7.
No, it's not gonna hit.
That's crazy. So 7 to hit, definitely no. Always mad, and it's just going to increase the what it's called calligraphic bindings, the white and black chains that are around Garvin. It's just going to slowly twist those even more, and now a chain's actually around Garvin's neck. It's clear to see he might actually just snap it in a few minutes.
Can I spell duel that?
So it's a spell that already succeeded.
Okay. I'm cool with that too.
Yeah.
I would have said
Figured
yes
I'd
last
ask, that's
time.
all. That's fair. Yeah, but I forgot about spell duel then. Yeah, no, that sounds good.
So Garvin's just not doing well. It looks like he's running out of
You guys are
air.
doing a good job on protecting him.
Listen, I didn't know. I didn't know it'd go like this. Okay.
And next up is going to be Magnus.
Did he take the
I'm-
1 true damage from bleed at the beginning?
Oh, no, he did not. And
Sweet.
you're going to notice he is dripping just a little bit off to the side of his mane.
Okay.
And the blood that drips is just pitch dark black.
Okay, perfect.
I am going to use the command spell, which is my psionic magic spell, which I think let's see what that does again. Psionic magic. That does something. You learn one spell your choice with. You can cast the chosen spell, spending one less MP than normal. Yeah. So I'm gonna cast my command spell, which would just be 2 AP for me. I'm going to use all of my AP. So I'm going to use my last 2 AP for advantage. So I'm going to try to roll with advantage twice on this because I really want command to hit. Because I want to tell it to. If I tell it to move away, would that drop the grapple?
No, it's not a grapple done with the body. It's just a magical chain. It's almost like grappling with through a domain.
Okay.
So my command will be drop the grapple. That will be my command to it, to drop its grapple.
Okay.
Or you said it's a druidic domain type of thing?
Yeah, it essentially works like druid domain, how they can grapple from a distance.
Yeah, so if I command it to stop, basically, or drop the grapple, it would drop it.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is going to be
That'd be huge.
Drop it spell.
Yes, a spell check versus a target's charisma save.
Okay. You're lucky because this wolf isn't very charismatic.
I'm only going to do it with advantage, with one advantage, because I want to keep 1 AP for one thing.
Do it.
So spell. Where's my advantage spell? There we go. 21 versus
21?
charisma save. Good.
So I think it lost.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna reach into its mind with the command and just telling it, drop the grapple now.
Nice,
Okay.
Nice.
Or release him. I'll just be like, release him. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna be like. Release him.
And the chains will flex a bit, almost like in resistance, but you're going to see them just kind of like whip out from around Garvin, and he just one loud gasp of air, and he begins to like stagger away just a tiny bit, trying to like crawl underneath this stand right next to Noid.
Okay. And then with my last AP, I'm going to cast a. No, I'm not. I'm just going to attack him. I'm just going to do an attack with my Warhammer. But I'm also going to use an SP as a scion. I can use SP for creating a. You can spend SP. Oh no, that's on enhancements. You may spend SP to use a mental. No, all right, that's fine. Yeah, I'm just going to do an attack with my Warhammer.
Let's do it.
And can I use SP for power?
I don't think it's an exchange specifically like that. I know you can use SP in exchange for like some things, but I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do an attack. I'm just gonna do a regular attack on it. 19.
Nice.
Does hit.
Nice.
There we go. And then, or I could have used my AP SP for a smite attack though, couldn't I have?
Yeah, I think so.
If you have a smite,
basically just text on.
Yeah, I have the SP for it. Yeah, so I would have done a smite. I'll use my SP for my spite. So
you mean spell strike or whatever the scion has?
There's just smite because I took bound weapon for my multi-class.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. So I'm using smite. That'd be my SP I'm gonna use for smite. So you said that's a normal hit?
It is a normal hit, but I do think most of the time you're gonna have to declare it before that. But I'll still let it go for this time.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Thank you. So that'll be one base. That'll be one base, 2 radiant, which I think we've found out radiant's not going to do much.
It doesn't hurt. I mean, well, it does hurt.
It doesn't hurt at all.
Yeah, and then my free maneuver on that would have been my power.
Okay.
So that'd be 1, 2, 4 damage.
Not bad. And it's just going to take another one right to the side that's already gotten a little bit of damage too. And it's just beat up a little bit. Now you've noticed just a little bit of blood on the end of your Warhammer.
Okay.
Good. That's the end of my turn.
Cool. And we're going to move right over to Dravrin. Keep wanting to call him Dravin. All right. So you're going to see him just like slowly chanting to a little symbol that he's got. Just can't even hear it really. And as he's finishing what he's got going on in his hand, he's just going to like present it just like a slow and small toss to the wolf. And it's just going to attach right to its fur, almost like it was a sticky hand. Just whoop. This is going to brand this wolf here with the sign of the Mage Hunter. It is essentially like Hunter's Mark, but much more deadly. Now, he's going to also, at the exact same time, cast out what feels like a healing light to him only, but it's actually a gigantic force push, and it's both going to push Yurei, Magnus, and Garvin at least one space in an attempt to push the wolf. Okay. So I'm going to need physical saves from all of you. Garvin is too weak, so he fails everything. Let's do it.
As this thing is
he's
just
got
like...
4 He's got 4 HP.
That's true.
As this
assume he's exhaustion 3 or something.
Right.
Okay.
As this, I'm noticing like this force. Can I look back at Garvin, realizing that he's behind me and just fail to save? Not behind me,
if you want to.
But okay, I want to be next to Garvin if possible.
Definitely. And this will knock you on your butt too, by the way.
Ah, crap. It's still worth it, actually. I'll do it.
Okay. So physical saves from you guys, and then Reverend is going to be making a spell check. So, sorry. That's my second nat, too.
I mean, I guess better him than the wolf, though.
True. So 24 for his spell check to try and push all you guys.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's going to push me.
Okay, here's the next thing. Do numbers matter, or is it just a space that we're being pushed regardless?
It is going to be every 5 success.
Okay. Well,
so if you just automatically fail, there's going to be quite the push.
Yeah, never mind. I'll do the physical save, realizing it's more than I can handle. Sorry.
You're good.
It's just...
This one's for the wolf. Wolf gets pushed too.
D20 plus 2. Still awful. 4.
4. Okay. So that's 5 spaces that Yurei is pushed.
Okay.
And technically you can only move backwards 2 spaces before you hit something, so that's going to be an additional 3 damage.
All right. I'm going to bare my teeth and use up my grit for that then.
Definitely.
Oh,
and do remember that...
I'll still take 1 damage.
Do also remember that Garvin only had around 4 HP. Let's say he had more because he wasn't like sitting there dead, you know? So he had a little bit of HP and also a potion's worth of health, which basically just got eliminated from being shoved against this booth so darn hard because he just hit that with a good 5 damage. And the booth actually moved back quite a bit too.
Okay.
And this was the booth that Reverend was sitting at with Garvin, waiting for all of this madness to unfold. Reverend still has a terribly, terribly terrifying grin on his face. And you do see a little bit of a writing underneath the booth. But next up, it's going to be Noid.
Cool. Do I notice that in the writing?
So Yurei and Garvin would definitely notice it. You are right there. So it's kind of like a 50-50 because you're like kind of off to the side. But if that's something you were looking for, you would probably notice it pretty easy.
Gotcha. Magnus, am I able to still talk to you mentally, like without talking all the time? Is that always on?
That's a good question. Or is that
I don't think so. I think it's only if I'm speaking to you guys, then you're able to respond back.
I'm going to whisper to Yurei, or I'm going to mention to Yurei that I don't trust the Rev. I don't think that he has our best interest after all of this.
Fair. Is it reasonable at like a quick thing, you know, like just quick back and forth? Can I just like point at the runes that I'm seeing?
Yeah, absolutely. Free actions are always free.
Okay, just want to make sure that was going to be cool enough to be free. So yeah, as Noid like kind of blurts that out real quick, I'm recovering. I like peel myself.
Yeah, because I feel like he's being really forceful
like,
in this battle.
And then I'll like point at that when I see it. Like, Leo, check this out. So, yeah.
I kind of look. I'll look down and see what it is.
Definitely. And it's starting to look a little bit like a circle was placed underneath this booth right here. At least you're seeing a third of a circle, almost like a crescent moon, just peeking out from underneath the booth.
Does it seem to be like possibly the same anti-magic areas that we've seen from the cage and the stuff?
It does not look familiar.
Oh, interesting.
This is probably the ritual thing.
I would imagine it's the ritual.
Oh, that makes sense.
But I have the ink on me, so and he doesn't know who has the ink. He doesn't even know we have the ink. We never even got to that part. So,
gosh,
technically true.
So how does he know there's something up? There's something.
Yeah, there is something up.
He hasn't stopped smiling since the wolf appeared.
Yeah, so if we play into this, I feel like whatever he's planning is going to happen.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and use an object action. I'm going to use an object action to light my torch, and then I'm going to put it into the tents that are right behind us. I'm going to try to get them what's called lit up. So I'm using a trickery. So I'll go ahead and roll for that. And I believe I have mischievous hands. No, I'll do it with an advantage.
Okay.
So we'll go ahead and roll for that. And then I think I have the plus. Let me see what I have for bonus on it. Trickery is +3. So 1 and 2. So the highest was a 15.
15?
Yep.
Nice.
Light the torch, and then I'm just going to stick it right inside of the tent area.
Definitely. And are you trying to place it nicely in a place that a torch would normally sit, or are you trying to torch the whole thing?
I'm trying to torch the whole thing because I'm trying to keep this creature away from him, but I'm also trying to plan to kind of maybe get him away from here as well, or protect him.
Okay, definitely. And it definitely lights up pretty quick. It's dusty and dirty, a little bit of dampness from just being in a cavern, but it goes up relatively quick.
Cool.
And this is actually a booth that has a couple of different things that like just sell food. So you're just smelling just wonderful aromas as you burn it down.
It smells beautiful.
I'm going to move over to him, so that's the second action. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the object action again. So it's basically going to give him the potion that I had, which was that magical potion that's for the death's door.
Ooh, very cool.
Oh, nice.
Oh, scary though.
Nice.
Right? But he's not going to know about it. And he's just going to take it, chug it, second he sees it. And he's going to feel so invigorated. He's like, oh my goodness, what is going on? Just almost jumps out of his current position, just like, I feel like I can fight. And then throws up directly after.
That's awesome.
I love it.
Well, I'm hoping that he didn't waste all of that.
No.
That'd be awesome.
Let me go ahead and do a combat insight on it all, too. So it's basically going to be on him. It's going to be my insight versus his trickery or influence.
On Garvin's?
Yeah, not on Garvin's, on a Reverend.
Oh, Reverend. Nice.
Yep. So I don't know if I have any. Insight is a 3 as well. So let's go ahead and roll it out and see what happens.
Versus trickery for him?
Yeah, versus trickery for him.
Never mind.
Yeah.
9?
9 versus my 4.
Okay.
In that one.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. I should have used a help die. Okay. That's it for me.
That was still pretty awesome. Good turn.
Definitely. And now we're going to be going right into Yurei's turn.
Listen, I'm not lying when I say this entire time I've been thinking about what to do. And I even started typing out my turn again, but I really don't know what to do right now. I was thinking about healing Garvin, but I feel like he's probably fine now. So I literally don't know what to do. Like, what should we do? What should I do? I could just go after the wolf real hard, try to just hit him hard kind of thing.
You don't know anything about Akarna. You don't know anything about what this thing underneath us can do?
Oh, I could do. Yeah, can I take a second to, look at that and see if I can make sense of it with an Arcana check?
Sure can.
Okay. And then just so I know, should that cost me an action point? And I'm, I know it's like
I feel like in the heat of battle. I feel like in the heat of battle, the answer is yes.
Okay, and I'm cool with that. Okay, make sure I have a 5. All right, 16 total. Can I make sense of this thing?
Okay. So for the most part, you're not going to be able to make sense of it until you start to just like look real close. You're starting to move the chairs aside and like push the table just a little bit so you can actually see some stuff, expose it just a tiny bit more. And it's a very intricate design. For the most part, this is Spanish and you've never spoke it. This looks like, if everyone's seen the ritual circles that Full Metal Alchemist uses, it's just the most like crazy circles. That's kind of what it looks like. And I'm talking about like towards the end, not in the beginning.
End series alchemy circles. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for the most part, it looks like the most complicated ritual you've seen in a very long time.
Okay. Using the skull, I'll kind of blurt that out too. Like, I have no idea what this thing is. It makes no sense. It's like, it's incredibly complex, saith Yurei. And just kind of move on from there as you guys are, duking it out. Okay. So 3 action points left. Do I just hit the wolf hard? I've got intimidation, bleed, expose possibilities.
It's hard because I think the wolf is not going to be our real threat.
Yeah. The wolf just wants Garvin.
Exactly. But we gotta. It's kind of not. Regardless, it's a good idea to protect Garvin, right? Like, there's no reason to not protect Garvin.
Yeah.
So we kind of
I
need
don't
to
care,
take out this
Garvin.
wolf.
I honestly don't. I honestly don't care if Garvin dies.
So literally every person on this
Magnus-
map wants Garvin dead, but not
Yeah.
yet.
Right.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm saying.
Yeah. Magnus doesn't really care about Garvin in that sense,
But the contract.
but I am very leery of Reverend now.
Yeah.
Because of the way he pushed me,
Yeah.
that I got pushed by that thing. Like, I'm just gonna tell you, like, Magnus is gonna be focused on Reverend right now a little bit. Like,
Are you gonna directly attack him?
nope, but
It'd be a good
I'm
idea to
planning
figure
to-
out a weakness
yeah.
because we don't know how powerful he is.
You know what we should do?
Is his buckle still glowing? Does his anti-magic buckle still, can we see that?
Yeah, he's got an anti-magic buckle on.
Okay.
But
It's
what do
on
you have used it
cooldown.
already?
Is it on cooldown?
It has. The wolf hasn't actually attacked Reverend yet. It was going for Garvin, and then Reverend whiffed pretty terribly, and then he went for the next person that hit him, which was you guys.
So Ravern can cast magic despite having the thing on then?
Oh yeah, so like
Okay.
his belt buckle is a counter spell for something that hits him with magic.
Okay. Gotcha.
If-
gotcha.
If Garvin was wearing it, then it would prevent him from transforming into a were-rat, but also hide him from the Fae. The second he took it off, it wasn't hiding from the Fae.
Gotcha. Okay. So
We could also try to make him use it so that he would be weak in that way.
that's true. Okay. So I can intimidate. I can charm someone. I've got bleed expose. I've got firebolt. So I can I can just punch a lot of damage into the wolf real quick. Or,
Yeah.
you know, try
Go
to
for
do-
that.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm cool with that
let's
too.
try to get one. Let's try to get one threat taken
Okay.
down.
That sounds good. That'll give me my stamina back too, actually. So that sounds like a good idea to me. All right. So let's just do that. I'm missing. Oh, yeah. Okay. I have 3 AP. So I'll do Firebolt and I'll give it advantage. And who's next? Magnus is next. Magnus, what are you going to do on your turn? Do you have an idea already?
Yeah.
Is this something you want guidance for?
So I'm going to be trying to reach into Reverend's mind. So I'm going to try to invade mine.
I want you to have guidance for that. Okay. So I'm going to attack the wolf with advantage and then give Magnus guidance. That's the play. Here we go. Not bad. Even better. 23.
Nice.
Yeah.
Firebolt is 2 base damage. Oh, I totally shorted myself earlier. That's okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought Firebolt did more.
Yeah.
My bad. That's
You're good. So what we got going on?
Okay, so it's 23 against precision defense. It is 2 base damage.
Definitely, and that's going to be a heavy.
Okay, awesome. So then it's 3 plus vulnerabilities possible. And then
If it's fire.
Yes, it is 100% fire damage. And I will give guidance to Magnus for my last action point.
Nice. And how much damage total for our wolf?
Just the 3 and then vulnerabilities.
Nice. And this wolf is actually kind of taking a beating so far. I don't want to say he's bloodied, but he is bleeding.
Perfect.
And he never really stopped the bleeding condition, too. So there's a decent amount of wolf blood around the battlefield.
Heck yeah. That is it for my turn.
Nice. And then we're going right back to the wolf. Angered by a good number of the things that have been going on so far, it's actually just going to...
Wait, before you spend your resources, he is still bleeding unless he does something about it. Either way, I guess he's still bleeding. But
Nah, he's all right.
okay,
He don't care if he's bleeding.
fair enough.
He's going to do just a large lunge, just straight towards Garvin, jumping almost directly on top of him. And he's going to take another
Could I
3
do-
damage.
Wait, could I do a raised shield or a parry?
Yeah, absolutely.
Should I
But
also go ahead?
before you do that, Garvin is automatically failing all of the things. So he's starting from 0.
Why?
What?
Why would he?
Any save that Garvin has taken, he has automatically failed because he is almost too exhausted to stand.
Oh,
And he's also taking 1 damage every single turn, slowly ticking down, even past his death door point. So
Yeah.
a man that's been starved for months is not going to succeed on anything. So if you do give him something to try
Yeah.
and help, he's starting from 0.
All right. So
Gosh,
Some
he's
stuff
not
gives
meant
him
to
plus
live.
10. Yeah.
dang, dude. I didn't realize that potion didn't really help him out last time.
The potion helped his health.
Okay,
It didn't cure exhaustion though.
that's fair. That's fair. Okay.
Would it be a area defense to kind of block this if I raise up my shield?
Yeah. So he's just kind of like pouncing on him.
Yeah, I don't think like Alex said, like he's got exhaustion like 3 or
Mhm.
whatever. so that he's gonna have disadvantage that many times on any check or save, regardless.
I think it's only minus that number,
Oh.
not disadvantage. Exhaustion isn't that deadly until it gets to 6. Mechanically, obviously, you know,
Yeah.
whatever. I don't care about
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah,
That's
it's
why I
only
didn't
equal
necessarily
to
put a
that.
mechanic to it,
Right,
because
yeah,
he doesn't have a mechanic to it because his mechanic is auto fail.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's totally fine.
Yeah.
If
It would have had to been a swap.
Yeah.
as I say, yeah, is
Yeah,
there?
so if you could totally do a swap, but this I think pounce attack would end up being a physical defense.
Okay, then no, I'll just leave it.
If it's an attack against him, I'll cast shield.
Okay.
If it's a
And
roll
does that give
against
plus
him,
5 or 10?
5.
Okay.
If it is a roll against him, I will cast shield. And hope for
If
the
you're doing
best.
that, should I just add mine as well and give him another 5?
I'd say save your
Yeah.
save your mana. I rolled a 22 to hit, and it just smashed straight through that shield, and it's gonna just land that 3 damage pounce. Probably, honestly, a little bit more if we were gonna keep track of heavy and brutal. But Garvin's sitting here just still throwing up, now bleeding, trying to like roll underneath this little booth right here, whatever's left of it.
Yeah.
All right.
Gosh.
And the wolf really only pounced. So it's just gonna like keep rooting around trying to get Garvin. It's gonna push these tables right in front of it until it can get right there above it. And then as it begins to do one more binding of chains, the black and white bindings with calligraphic bindings, that's what it is. It's gonna start wrapping Garvin up again. And this time it's actually so much tighter than the first time. He almost seems like he's in a cocoon other than just like being wrapped around.
Can I spell
So-
bullet this time?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I will be using the spell breaker feature to be able to do that. So I'm going to spend 2 of my remaining 3 AP and a stamina and a mana to give it 2 more points on top of my roll, just to make sure, hopefully. And it's a spell. Oh, an attack check, actually, because I'm using... It'd be like a weapon kind of thing, so that's why that's
Yeah.
happening. That makes sense. Okay. And I'm going to... What is that, 2? I'm going to spend another AP to give it advantage, just to make sure.
Oh, you're going all out.
So I'm blowing all my AP to protect Garvin right now. And stamina. All right. Okay. So that's at advantage.
Oh, come on.
So Garvin's about right there.
Plus 2 more. So it'd be 15.
15 to hit.
15 to have a wraith summoned behind me and basically just like rip the chains off of this guy as they're being pulled up around him, hopefully.
Yeah.
So I rolled a 13 for this spell duel here.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. Woo.
Okay, that's everything I got. I'll literally like kind of just like slump. Actually, I think I'm already on the ground, so I'll just like roll over a little bit and just like just just breathing so heavily. It's like I'm done. That's all I can do.
Mhm.
That's it.
Okay. Very cool and useful too. He's gonna start like unfurling from this chain binding that he's got. He actually just yo-yo drops straight to the ground. Just
Nice.
and next up is going to be Magnus's turn.
Okay, so I know this is not going to hit, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use an AP to throw a Cybolt at Reverend because I want to get him to use his belt is what I'm going to try to do.
Okay.
You
Totally.
have guidance on something during your turn. Just don't waste it.
Yes.
As in, don't not use it. Is what I mean.
Yeah. No. So
Yep.
so I need to get him to drop this so that way I can use 2 AP of my last SP and MP, so that way I can do Mind Sense and then Invade Mind.
Well,
Okay.
cool.
So do I use the guidance? I need him to use this. So if I do an attack check, I need to hit with the attack check for him
Right.
to be able to.
Yeah, so that he
Okay.
can like react to use the belt and
Yeah.
put it on cooldown.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do the attack check with the Cybolt, and
So-
I am going to use the guidance on this because I need this to drop. For anything because we know it takes a while for the cooldown to come off. So at least we have it off for a few rounds. It will be off for a few
You
rounds.
might be
at
right. Yeah,
least.
that might be true actually.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
It did seem to take a minute to come back last time.
Yeah, so all right, I'm gonna do an attack check with guidance. Oh gosh, that's not gonna
Please be a high roll. Your guidance.
what is it? 4?
That's
1d4?
pretty good.
D8
D8. Come on, be an 8.
music. What's
An 8.
happening?
7. Oh,
So
16.
16 is their AD and PD.
It is theirs?
Oh.
Like 16, is
Yep.
it?
Yep, specifically 16.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So I am yeah. Oh man. Wow. Okay. So yeah. So Magnus
So now.
is just gonna is just gonna reach. He's gonna reach in and throw a cybolt at Reverend because
Mhm.
he heard Yurei say something that's going on and he's not trusting him after he just kind of pushed us all away. And I'm throwing that cybolt at him.
Okay. And the Cybolt absolutely would have hit this guy for sure. It's like dead center straight through his chest. But then you see just like this slight white light just flash over him, almost like a quick shield from Halo, and just gone. And his belt
And
buckle is also not glowing.
Boom. And that's immediate. And immediately, as soon as that happens, that's what I wanted. And I'm doing a mind sense. So that's gonna be an AP I'm gonna use, and an MP. And basically, I open my mind, detect the presence of creatures within 10 spaces. I'll know the location of any with an intelligence of -3 or higher. There's no save. Like that's what I know, right? So now I'm gonna do invade mind, which is gonna use my AP and my last SP. And that's gonna be a spell check contested by his intelligence save, so I can try to read his surface thoughts on what because I'm trying to detect what's on his mind, like what's he getting at.
Okay, definitely. So does he have to make a save again? What was that?
Intelligence
Or just
save.
work? Okay,
I have a 20. Oh, yes.
definitely did it. So you're in this guy's head,
Yeah.
and for the first moments that you're in this guy's head, it is kind of this weird hellscape, right? You feel like there's yelling in the background. You feel like there's these weird mutterings from a different side as well, and then you're also going to hear just at the forefront of his brain, "The quarry I've been waiting for." Just frantic, heavy, desperate to kill. And then after he's running through those thoughts, he's going to notice you in his mind, and he says, "Tit for tat, I see." Because he hit you, you hit him.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm just gonna say to him, I'm like, you shouldn't have done that. Now you'll have me to deal with. And
He's just going to laugh at you in his head.
This guy's crazy.
I'm going to use I am going to use my last AP to. What can I do with that?
While
I'm
you're
just gonna
thinking-
move.
Okay. Okay, I was gonna say while you're
Go ahead.
thinking,
Go ahead.
it's not really my place, so it's like a little bit metagamey. But when he says like my quarry, the one target I've been waiting for, kind of thing, does he talk? Can we tell? Could Magnus tell like what he was talking about? Was he talking about the wolf?
It seemed like he was.
Yeah.
Was it like he doesn't?
So this is what I'm thinking.
That's interesting.
This is what I'm thinking. He's already like that half bottle of ink.
Yeah.
He's got the other half. And he just needed the wolf. And we're there to help get that wolf there to basically get that blood. He's got all the blood he needs right now.
Okay.
He's got everything he needs. He didn't. Yeah, we're there as a distraction for that ink wolf. That's what we're there for. So I'm gonna spend my last AP
Could be. Okay.
to move up to here, and I'm getting in his face.
Okay.
And that's
Face to
gonna be the
face.
end of my turn. That's the end of my turn. I don't have anything else.
And he's been smiling like a madman for a little bit here. And he knows what you're thinking because, he's in his own head and there's a couple of voices too. He's just going to go ahead and just give you a sly grin like he's been giving the wolf. He's going to pull a little bottle out of his hand in one of his pockets. And it also has a little tooth clinking around in the liquid. He's just going to toss it right at Garvin. Garvin covered in ink wolf blood. And he's going to chant 2 words. Totally imperceptible for anyone who doesn't know, what is it, fiendish speech?
You sure it's fiendish? Because
I
I think
Ooh, okay. You absolutely understand it.
I'm fluent in common and fiend and nothing else.
Very cool.
Oh, I have Fey and deep speech.
I got
Fluent in
Gnomish.
Gnomish.
So you're right. You're actually going to hear him just like, not a whisper, but just a very, very stern devil's contract.
Devil's contract?
Yep. You're able to guess that this is how people have broken devil's contracts before when they make deals with devils. And it also is working with the Fae at the moment. Now, this ritual is going to activate. It's going to glow brightly, and it's going to have this entire booth just basically blown backwards with Garvin in the center of it, just held up in the center, like floating, literally just getting torn apart, like every fiber of his being just ripped down to the bone. And as this entire thing just kind of happens before your eyes in what feels like a black hole and then expansion type of explosion, but within Garvin, everything goes silent. The wolf does not disappear because Reverend is right on its back. The whole reason he did this was so that he could have the fight of his life. So he could fight the Sink Wolf. Just a quarry that he's been looking for, no matter the consequences.
This guy's
and as this contract now entirely broken, Valren appears. Not only does Valren appear, he almost stops the entire world, the three of you, in just a very, very similar way to a time stop, and he begins to talk to you. Just, you could have done this the easy way, but instead you sully my name by dealing with filth. And then as he snaps, the wolf disappears, and Reverend also explodes. Just an implosion, just like Reverend. Now that my contract is null and void, I have no reason not to step in and claim what is rightfully mine. The bloodline has been severed, which in Section 2, Paragraph A of the contract is yet another breach. We are going to need concessions. Should you guys be willing, or we can make a new deal right now.
Hold on.
So, the contract was broken. It did not move on to any of the other were rats. That was one of the clauses in the contract that counts as breaking the contract. The Fae no longer are bound by the contract to not step in, and he just disintegrated what felt like a very, very capable opponent right in front of your eyes.
Hold on. Okay.
We gotta sort some things out here.
And our people talk to your people.
So the ritual didn't work.
No, the ritual absolutely worked.
Okay,
broke the
it
contract.
did work. Okay.
Yeah.
Yikes.
The contract. So all right. So what's he talking about with this with clause 2?
So
Yeah, what's that?
it's a very, very long scroll that might as well have hit the floor.
Yeah.
It's a arbitrary, funny paragraph 2, subsection 3. You know,
Yeah, of
it
course.
doesn't necessarily
Yeah.
matter, but it's just something that's like several different clauses within this contract count as breaking the contract or not fulfilling the contract as a whole. So, not being able to continue the bloodline was one of the contract things that created tension. So,
Okay.
all they wanted was Garvin to die and for the contract to continue with someone else. But since it can't, it's considered broken.
Okay.
And now he's mad at us.
Yep.
And he
And
wants
Enza
us.
is now the only living thing on the contract. Garvin of Enza is now just of Enza.
Interesting. So we got him.
So would he have noticed that I attacked Reverend though, trying to stop him?
Possibly. But you can tell that there was a third party that was definitely getting in his way, but it wasn't necessarily the deal breaker. You know?
Okay.
And so what
basically-
he wants from us now, what does he want from us now?
He wants to make a deal.
Well,
I'm afraid.
Yeah, He
exactly.
wants to write up a contract with us.
Somebody needs to be a part of the new contract. Or Enza can make one of 3 concessions, as listed before.
Yep. What are our options if we don't choose to abide in a contract?
So the Fae don't claim compensation immediately, but when you least expect it, that day will come.
So basically, they're just gonna show up sometime and be like, "All right, ends up time to cash in that favor you owe us,"
Yeah.
and force
It
a
could be-
contract on us then, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not when the Reapers show up, or the Magma Titan, or when you're out of ends when you're at foreign
Yeah.
countries, or
So I'm assuming that he has some ideas of what kind of contracts he wants to write up for us.
yes. So in all fairness, there's a bunch of very standard Fae contracts that you guys could have, you know, sell your firstborn, stuff like that. But the 3 concessions that Enza can give would happen to be, let me get scroll into it so I can say it right.
Who wants to sign their name for Enza? I want.
I could. I'm not from Enza and I'm not part of the Vanguard. It'd be kind of crazy if I did.
But he doesn't know that. So
Exactly, right?
If you put
Exactly.
Yurei of the Solbrax domain,
That would be really
Might be
funny.
it.
then the Pharaoh has to deal with him.
That'd be hilarious.
Uh,
That'd be pretty funny. I'm not against it, honestly. I don't know.
Well,
that
let's
actually
hear
work out
his
that
let's
way,
hear
but-
his contracts.
Enza's concessions can be once a month. The Fey Marketplace is a whole night hosted at Enza. We can also just get a boon granted to the Fey in the future, and we'll call upon this boon in some time. So very ambiguous. And then the third one is the city recognizes Fey collection rights, which is just recognizing contracts being made within the territory of Enza. Because if you were going to make a contract with a Fey, you would have to seek them out. But if there's places that people can just, hey, there's a Fey, you want a hot dog for your soul? Sure. They're going to do it.
Yeah, that sounds pretty powerful.
We could try to shoehorn him into some craziness, like be like, like agree to one of them that we'd like to accidentally or incidentally sneak the Solbrax Dominion into on instead, kind of thing. And then just be like, how do we know we can trust your word? Is it as good as this contract? And then if we fool them into that, then we could be like, well, and you're saying that any one of us can sign, maybe trick them into that, and then I'll sign for the Solbrax Dominion, and it'll work, kind of thing. Like force his word as good as the contract, and then be like, so you say any one of us can sign here, or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah, Noid is not smart enough in that regard to think that far.
Fair.
But if you want to do that, yeah, let's do that.
I don't know, because I don't love it, but that's something.
If you can figure
Well-
out how to trick the Fae,
yeah, you have the trick of, and this. Okay,
I don't think it.
I don't love it.
okay.
We've only been outwitted thus far, so
What are you thinking, Magnus?
yeah, Magnus.
We have to find. Yeah. Okay.
It really
I don't
could.
even know.
I mean, technically, it sounds like we could just be like, okay, we need time, and then he'll technically give us time and just show up sometime when we don't want him to. So that's an option.
They are pretty.
I will enter a contract with you
Okay, excellent.
between only you and I. Enza's not part of it.
There is a great debt accrued from one contract to another.
But before I enter this contract, I must know who am I entering the contract with? With whom do I enter with?
Oh, sorry.
Not with whom that you go by, not by the name that others know you by, but I must know who that I am entering the contract with.
A valiant attempt, but you are entering the contract with the court of Ledger Leaf. And there is quite the debt already accrued, and we have a broken contract to deal with. I'd be happy to make a contract, but this contract would absolutely be a costly one.
I enter no
What
contract.
are you willing
with-
to lose?
I enter no contract with whom I do not know.
But you know me. I've told you my name.
Now, you told me your go by name. You've not told me your name.
What's an alias between business?
Oh, well then very well. You'll get an alias as well. A name for a name.
I'm not the one who has to sign on the dotted line. But please, feel free.
You signed for the court.
The court's name is already there.
Not part.
So he could just randomly pull out a,
Yeah.
contract that already has a signature stamp to it that says the Court of Ledger Leaf. And to be fair, making a contract with the court would be far more powerful than just making a contract with Valorant.
Yeah. Oh gosh. If I enter the contract to
Well, you see, a contract is not necessary because all we need is the concessions from our previous broken contract. But if you don't want to go that route, we could always try a new avenue.
yeah, basically he wants me to become a were rat. He wants one of us to become a were rat to do all this stuff.
I mean, that's up to you. Whatever the deal could be, it's got to be very costly, and whatever you suggest is probably going to ask for times two. But at the same time, it could just wrap it all together.
I step in front of Magnus and I am ready to sign.
What?
You wouldn't look good as a were-rat.
I do not think we need to become aware. Anyone needs to become a were rat.
The vessel in which we spread our influence is vast, and that's all we really care about. Should you do it, With teeth, claws, or with a letter?
A letter will be good.
So, are you guys trying to, for sure, make a contract with this guy?
Yurei's quiet. I don't know.
So, to flesh it out, he's probably going to ask for, like, you know, your firstborn, maybe 50 years off of your life. Oftentimes, they do end up asking for things that seem metaphysically impossible. Like, he might ask for your shadow or your reflection, and you just not have those anymore. Your voice in general. There's a very, very costly things that they could ask for, especially on behalf of a whole city. So this could be a costly adventure on your part.
No,
Ask for your voice. I just thought of a crazy power play.
yeah, no. Magnus will enter the. When I enter this contract, it releases Enza from any. What's the word I'm looking for? I don't know the word I'm looking for. But it releases in from responsibility, basically, right?
Yep. As long as there's a new contract for you or Noid.
Then I will sign the contract. I
No.
will sign. I will enter. But I want Enza released.
Let's all do it.
Sure.
Yeah.
We're doing it as
Yeah.
a team.
So if you would
You know-
actually like to sign a contract and you don't have a suggestion first, he's just going to start penning something up and he's going to see if that might be something you go for.
I don't know what's worth Enza. I really don't know.
What is he going to pin up that I give up?
Yeah.
So
Do I know?
I know. Just giving him. So yeah, I don't know. Giving them like free, just like make contracts wherever all over ends.
Yeah.
Is
No,
terrible.
That would be
I'm not-
powerful. Yeah.
Yeah, that's wait. Like I'll like Magnus will enter. Magnus will. I'm gonna sign. But
Sign what?
I
Sign,
need-
Hey,
sign
I slapped
what?
his hand.
What do you mean?
I need to know. Like what is it? What is it that you ask for? What is it that you're
From
asking
him.
for?
Or from me.
okay.
What? How about this? We'll do a flip of a coin. Magnus.
You don't even know what you're signing for.
Yeah.
No, I don't. We don't.
What is it that you're asking for?
Yeah.
In concession from
Figure that out.
releasing Enza from their contract.
Okay. So for the most part, they're going to be asking for your undying loyalty to the Court of Ledger Leaf. This means that they'll be able to call upon you for contracts or any of the like. You're also going to be missing a shadow, a reflection. They want to claim 20 years for anyone who signs it from your lifespan. And yes, that's going to suck for someone who's got a short lifespan. And then I said one more thing, but he basically threw them all on the contract because you didn't really pick one. So he was
You
like,
said
all right.
voice also.
Yes, that's what it
Yeah.
was. You're also going to lose your voice, but it wasn't specifically losing your voice because you're going to be for them. You're going to lose your voice if you ever spoke against the Court of Ledger Leaf. Like the first word of, speaking against them, gone.
Oh, that'd be crazy. Like in the middle of a second, accidentally saying something bad about that.
Not bad.
You ask for too much. You ask for too much in this contract.
And then he's actually going to take out the old contract from Enza, and he's just going to point to one specific, very, very specific point right at the end. Garvin brokered for protection from who he thought was going to be Fae coming in and out of Enza's territory. He brokered for dimensional protection around the territory of Enza.
Whoa.
This cannot be broken except for very, very specific or outright powerful means.
Mm.
The Fae don't live in our dimension, so traveling back and forth through dimensions, keeping Enza out of that dimensional bubble would keep the Fae away. And that's one of the things Garvin's brokered for, to hopefully keep them out when he was in power on top of Enza. But at the same time, there is a massive faceless force that's dimensionally trying to come.
Alex,
I
just thought
look
about
at-
something crazy that me and you
Yeah.
are gonna have to talk about later.
I look at Magnus and I'm questioning whether or not we should even just sign a contract at all.
So
Just
that was
like-
in response to you ask for too much, because
right.
he was almost like, oh no, you do.
I like
So
that.
if I sign this contract, it's to keep this dimensional whatever protection around Enza.
So the stuff from the previous contract will be
Yeah.
in place more or less, except for the debts that's owed.
Okay.
Which would be
Now
my
you would be
20
the-
years off the life.
No shadow.
Yeah, there's
no
a lot
Lose
of
my
reflection,
voice if I speak against
undying loyalty.
undying loyalty to them.
No shadow, no reflection.
No shadow, no reflection.
And by the way, in the Fey world and dimension, that's a massive sign of disrespect. If you don't have a shadow and you don't have a reflection, you may as well be a hermit or an outcast because you're getting tomatoes.
Does this guy have a shadow?
Yes.
Just checking. Thought maybe we could just make fun of him or bully him or something until he left. Well, there is always the option that we just leave it be and let it come up at some terrible time later.
True. I mean, technically,
Yeah.
there's two options like that.
I mean, they're gonna come. We don't know when they're gonna come.
Right.
I would be excited for it.
As a
Well,
player, yes.
If
I'll pull out my
if I
heavy
look at-
crossbow. Let's do this.
If I look at the if I ask him to let me look at the contract that Garvin had, is basically what Garvin was giving up. Is that the same stuff that Garvin was giving up as well?
So if Garvin broke the contract, the first line of that would have been losing shadow, losing voice, stuff like that, you know? But he went so far beyond that, from like absconding from the Ink Wolf to fleeing away, getting help from Reverend, even if we can call that help. But it was beyond just breach of contract, because if he was just, you know, I'm not head of Enza and I don't have power, but I'm still infecting people, then maybe he would have just got a slap on the wrist.
Right.
So the dimensional protection is from the Fae and the Fae alone?
So the Fae have a dimensional protection in place, so that way people can't just go in and out. And it's Garvin meant to use that as protection against the Fae. But of course, the Reavers are a dimensional threat as well.
Yeah.
Or the Reapers.
So
So
Garvin
they've
was only using it for
inadvertently
the
been
Fae.
helping. Yeah, they've inadvertently been helping you keep the Reapers away. So if you don't
Whoa.
do this, then there's going to be a lot more Reapers.
But the Reapers weren't staying away though. They were in Enza.
Except for a very specific and large event like Jasper's technological breakthroughs.
Sure.
And it wasn't even in a small, it
Okay.
was just in a small area.
Okay.
Yeah.
First off, I'm basically just gonna be like, like, would you mind giving us a moment to talk this over in private, says Yurei?
Yeah.
He's a little bit ticked from the current situation, but he will give you the time that you need. But just know that if you guys go, they're going to take the option of see you soon.
Fair. No, we're just gonna go over there. Like, just right over there. we won't go far. It'll just be a sec.
Mm.
Okay. Here's the thing. I mean, this contract was put in place to protect the very people of Enza, right?
Yeah.
Generally.
What's good for Enza would have been good for the Fae, as long as Garvin was in charge.
So, what if we just trust the people of Enza to come up with a way to combat them when they come back and just leave it be? But like, we'll go to Jasper and be like, listen, you accidentally summoned a Reaper in the Colosseum and it was madness, but that was like straight up dimensional transportation. And he's kind of done that with us before too.
Yeah.
Like what if we just get people involved as fast as possible and just like, we got to figure this out so when they come back we can, like force them out or something,
So, in a sense, use those crystals that he was making as a way to create a barrier.
Could be.
But wouldn't that only be for Enza? What if we left Enza? Like, if you leave the boundary of that protection bubble, as soon as you walk outside of it, you are toast. It'd be like the
True.
Ink Wolf.
But I mean, if the contract is Enza, and then I don't know, the contract isn't necessarily for things outside of Enza.
Yeah. I just want it to be known right now that I do not like Alex right now.
Alex or the guy?
No.
No, just
Just
kidding.
Alex.
This guy's fine. Alex, terrible. Not bad.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
kidding. Honestly, I kind of like this guy.
Valorant script is cool.
I mean, look at it. No, I don't know. I don't know.
I agree with you.
I say we just call it, tell everyone
What
important
happens-
and get them working
so
on
the-
it, and
So okay, what if I enter this contract, right? What if I enter this contract and then, but I enter it as only myself? Because again, my thing is I'm trying to. I don't want this. This is not going to be Magnus of Enza. This would be Magnus. What if I get killed? Are they going to do? Oh, maybe they're going to be there to protect me. Maybe they'll make sure I don't die, and I can never die, and I can do anything.
I'm sure that's how it'll work.
I think they want it with Enza.
You get candy for life.
So they definitely would love for a concession from Enza, but
Right.
having a servant for essentially life is something that they'd like too. Your undying loyalty. So contracts are contracts in the eyes of the Fae.
I don't even know what kind of crazy stuff they'd make me do.
Well, you can always accept it later.
Okay.
I still think that that's our best choice.
We have to make a decision now.
Yeah, the decision can be to just hold off until they just show up randomly when we don't want them to ask again.
If that's the decision, you're telling them to F off and they will come for recompense soon, or there's a future boon allotted from Enza later. Those are the two will come back, but they're not. You have time to decide.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I think.
I
think
guess
the best bet is for. I guess the best. I really think the best bet is for Magnus to sign. But I ask for extra concessions on, the fact of I don't even know what for the they call on me for anything. Like you can call on me to do anything. You can call on me to fill the favor for the court, but it must not be in anything that counters or goes against Enza in any negative way, or brings any negative, like something to Enza.
And if you're saying that to Valeren, then he'll say something like, "No, we're bargaining."
Yeah. So like if I am loyal to the court, then whatever you ask me to do for the favor for the court must not be anything that brings negative impact or whatever to Enza, or to ask me to go against Enza.
That can be done. In fact, if you'd like a little bit more power to grow Enza's influence, we can make that happen too.
Don't.
Nope. I don't need any more power to grow Enza's influence.
Anything good he offers, deny it.
I will not sign away my shadow or my reflection. You can have extra years from my life if you need.
What about your voice? We should all honestly give up our voice. It'd be great for content.
You can take my voice. You may take my voice completely.
Oh, the voice only gets taken if you speak bad about the court of Ledger Leaf.
Sorry, I forgot.
I'm gonna offer him to keep my reflection and my shadow. I'm gonna offer him my voice, my voice.
Didn't even get a counter offer.
Yeah. All right.
Actually, just take my voice, dude. Take my
He's
voice.
gonna understand what you're trying to do here, and not trying to bear the mark of shame. But that is something that he's kind of gonna push for a little bit. He's going to say, "Would you prefer the reflection or the shadow?"
Probably.
You can take the shadow.
Take the shadow, really? You got this. You do your thing.
You can't put an ink wolf in my shadow at that point.
Fascinating. Good point.
And if that's what's going on, then a scroll appears in his hand, rolls gently down his forearm, and there's a sign at the bottom.
Do I? What is it that I'm receiving from this contract? To be clear,
You're receiving the debt from Enza essentially being canceled. The boon that they owe the Fae, one of the 3 concessions, will not happen. That's what you're getting.
do we still get the dimensional whatever, or is that's off?
So that can stay because it was part of the previous contract. The debt is the only thing that's being cleared.
Okay, and then I don't have to become a were rat or nothing.
Nope, that bloodline is now gone. And in the contract, they put clauses in there to try to account for stuff like this too.
Hey, can you maybe also? Well, I'm gonna sign up. Can you maybe bump up my base damage to stuff to 100? That's a joke.
Right.
Not a big deal.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, I will sign and be like, to be clear, Enza is cleared.
Absolutely. Enza will not have any repercussions so long as you sign here.
And you will not ask me to do anything against Enza, or that will bring any negative impact to Enza or make Enza look bad. The court will not ask.
The court will not ask you to directly put Enza in any amount of harm.
Do we have a copy of the contract, please?
Absolutely.
And you will not ask me to act against Enza.
We will not ask you to directly harm Enza in any way.
You will not ask me to act against Enza in any way.
We will not ask you to directly act against Enza in any way.
Okay.
Good enough.
There's a catch.
There's definitely a catch. Of course there's a catch.
Yeah, we both
And
said
I'm
to
not-
just bail on it.
And I'm not seeing it.
Look how long that scroll is. It's
Yeah.
like 42 football fields or something.
It's written really small. What?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna sign it.
Okay. And as you sign, you feel your shadow just slowly lift from your feet over to your body and just straight into the contract here too. You're going to get a copy of the contract, but the official one obviously remains with Valoran. All of the things that were just wished away, your firstborn, your life, a large portion of it, I believe we said 20 years. And we're also going to get your servitude to the Court of Ledger Leaf. And he just leaves you with assignments. Will be handed out momentarily. And he's able to just poof away into his dimension.
And then I'm gonna put my warhammer through my head.
No,
Yeah.
you can't do that.
Concussion. Now I'm gonna be in a concussion. I'll be laid up
Yeah,
in
call
the
that up.
hospital probably for a while. Concussion protocol. I'm gonna be off my
Yeah.
feet. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's see what this does.
Hey, you got off
I don't think we
pretty
had a
easy there.
choice, guys. I don't think this was gonna be bad for Enza.
Do you feel any different?
Did you sign away your voice right away? I don't remember.
Yeah. Well, I did sign my voice away.
Okay.
Mm.
I'll tell
he
you guys
pushed for
telepathically.
the whole voice.
Yeah. Well, because I wanted to keep something.
Yeah.
So I'll telepathically just be, which I was always planning it to be a very telepathic and use
yeah.
common sign. That's why I learned common sign. That's why I really didn't care about losing my voice. But I'll just be like, I don't feel any different. And then I'll kind of look, is there any light around us?
Oh, a little bit. It's relatively well lit around here. People are starting to come back in slowly since the confrontation is gone.
And then I think that's when I notice that I don't see my shadow anymore. And then that's when I'll probably feel a little, because I'll be like picking my feet up and I'll be putting my hands out like, oh my God, what is, and I think I might feel a little something, but I wouldn't tell them.
I don't see your shadow cast from the burning tent.
Yeah. I mean, you guys will see it, but I won't tell you that I feel weird about it.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with him.
Right. Just like, oh no, he took your mustache too. No.
Oh,
I would not, the contract would not have, I would not have gotten any contract either.
I'll take
God.
the ability for you to grow a mustache.
Yeah.
I'm surprised we didn't consider that.
Totally thought about it.
Yeah. Okay. So Reverend Kex is in basically liquid form.
Yep.
Yeah.
Garvin's in liquid form.
Yep.
And the Ink Wolf is gone.
Yep.
Okay.
The Ink Wolf is actually entirely gone because it comes from the letters of a broken contract. So that specific Ink Wolf is not existing anymore.
Oh, yeah.
But don't
Yeah.
break
So
the
there won't be
contract.
an Ink Wolf on. So at least there won't be an Ink Wolf in my shadow anywhere.
That's true. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah, unless you break the.
Being shadows
Right,
around me,
unless-
but will never be in my shadow. So I will. I keep bright light around me. It will never get in my shadow, but it won't. Okay. Yeah. So I say let's go back. Let's head back to. I guess we head back to Enza, and let them know about this contract. And yeah, we have to let them know what's going on. That hey, this is what Garvin entered us into, and that this is what it was inadvertently providing us. Like what you were talking about, and that we had to figure something out.
Right. Fill them in.
Yeah.
Yep. This did all start as an actual contract, technically, but it was just like investigating why there's missing and dead people that weren't necessarily known to be were-rats, right? Or something like that.
This actually is not a contract. This is
Oh,
something entirely off the books.
Yeah.
You had a normal
Yeah.
day just stacking stuff from like the Merchants Guild or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And then
Yeah.
one of the Yogg's messengers gave him a message about the Undercity rumors. So
Heck.
this is entirely off the books.
This is Yogg's fault.
This is Yogg's fault. I'm gonna ask him for money.
Yeah. This is Yogg's fault. This is Yogg's fault. And he took off. And Yogg took
He
off.
should have been the one.
Yeah, it takes off early.
Oh man.
Yeah.
We'd have never known about this without Yogg's little underground connection.
But in all honesty, though, if we didn't know about it, there would be 9 more Garvins.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, technically 4 because Raven was making good work.
Yeah.
Also true. Heck.
All right. Yeah. Alex, man.
Yeah.
Okay, so we need to secretly plot to just destroy the Fey realm. Just go in there and drop a nuke on them or something. Then run
Hey,
away.
at the very
Magnus
least,
Magnus is here. Don't say nothing.
Oh
Yeah.
right. Sorry, undying loyalty.
at the very
No.
least, you got that dimensional protection
Yeah.
Yeah.
from the Fae themselves too.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. That'd be a lot of fun.
All right, real quick, can we stop back by that shop that had the magic floating metal balls?
Yeah, totally.
How hard would it be? Are they open?
Yep, everyone's pretty much open. Even though the hustle and bustle stopped in the Cantina district, there wasn't enough hustle and bustle to stop the whole market.
All right, we'll make this quick. I'm gonna turn to Noid and hold the skull out and be like, all right, I want that magic thing that he's got in there. I want it really bad.
Because I got this belt, and now you want more. Okay.
Yeah.
I promised Magnus I wouldn't steal ever again. He really gave me the guild trip last time.
He
I don't care
literally
if you
encouraged
steal or
you to
not.
steal more. Say Yurei.
Still to your heart's content. I do not mind one bit.
I think we can do it.
And I mean, what has today really taught us about promises?
Break them.
Yeah.
All right. If you break them, you'll be better off.
Oh,
No joke.
man.
Literally, I'm just gonna be like, no, you could do this, and I'm just gonna like touch your shoulder, and you'll just feel like this ominous weight on you. That's just like you just feel terribly uneasy. But you realize that I cast guidance on you, and I'm just gonna be like, I believe in you, saith Yurei.
Gosh. Okay, let's see what we got. How is it displayed? Is it in front and stuff? Can I go up and touch it?
So
Or
it's
do I
like a
have to
bowl.
kind of?
It's like a bowl that has like 4 of them floating in it right now.
Can I use my telekinesis and just like throw some stuff off a shelf?
Sure, but the
That's a bit of a
floating balls
distraction.
wouldn't have too much of a easy way to pull them with telekinesis.
Fair enough.
No,
Yeah,
I just
a
want to
distraction.
throw some stuff off a shelf to cause a distraction. Is all I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just whatever
that's
little
fine.
one you find
Yep.
is fine. I'm not even gonna be picky. Whatever one seems
Yeah.
easiest to you.
I walk up awkwardly. I'm sweating like crazy, and then I kind of just like look back.
I'm just like not smiling at all, actually, but I will give you a thumbs up.
I'll reach in and I'll just try to grab one real quick. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do a trick, just a straight. So it's the mischievous hands advantage on stealing objects. So I'll go ahead and roll that out, and we'll see how that goes.
Very cool.
1,
It'll
2. So that was a 14 plus my trickery,
Oh,
which is a 3. So 17
Okay.
plus his
8,
8.
24,
Oh.
25, 25. Final answer.
Nice.
Yeah.
And that's actually really, really good. So you're able to just kind of like walk by and swipe one of these balls that's just floating in the air. Unless you were going for like a specific one, then it's just going to be the quickest one that was closest to you. And you're going to notice that you have to get at least 5 spaces away from the store clerk for you to actually officially steal this thing, because it's a 5-space telekinesis for the person
Oh.
attuned to it. So they don't necessarily notice that this is missing, right? So the first couple of steps, you're just, kind of like, wait, why am I feeling a pull going back to the tent? And then the farther and farther you get, you finally get out of that 5-space
Yeah.
area, and then you no longer feel a pull. And you have one of those little metal softballs in your pocket.
I love the thought of like you like exiting the store and there's a literal physical pull. And there's just like this loud thud, and you look, and the clerk's head just like slams against the counter or something, and you're like, oh, I got it.
And I have him just push it up to you, and I said, "Here, I'm never doing this again."
We'll take it and just sprint out of there. Run back to Enza.
Oh, that's funny.
Nice. And I want to see which of the balls you got. So if you want to roll real quick, I'm trying to find the list of elements on the beta. If anyone happens to know where
Oh.
that happens to be, I'm going to roll on that table here and see which one you get.
Okay, let's see. I don't know where exactly you would find that, but I bet.
Damage types in 35, I believe.
35. Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
Oh,
Yeah.
in the
This will be a fun.
We got-
one. Just estimate how
there
many
are-
there are.
So
Yeah, there are
fire,
13 different-
cold- No, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
Well, elementals only cold, corrosion, fire, lightning, poison, and sonic.
Okay. Which
Okay.
let's not do
So,
Sonic because they're removing that in the next update, possibly.
Yeah, Sonic. I was gonna say Sonic's getting removed.
Let's not
Definitely.
include that. So how many? Is
So
that?
the things that are on this list are going to be umbral, radiant, psychic, corrosion, poison, lightning, cold, fire, and healing.
Ooh! I hope I get the healing one. That'd be awesome. I wasn't
Ooh.
counting.
The
I'm sorry.
9.
That was 9.
Yeah. Do you want me to just roll a D10? So we
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I guess.
And then
technically you can
and
roll
a 10
D9.
is a reroll.
9. I heard healing last.
It is the last one.
get. There you go.
Let's go. I literally just
So-
said, I hope it's the healing one.
So the funny
Cool.
thing about these like little metal balls, right? You have to attune to it and you'll have telekinesis within 5 spaces of it. But like if it was a fireball, then you would literally just clonk someone on the head with it. It would be like bludgeoning damage, but it would inflict fire damage. Now, when you want to heal somebody, you have to beam them in the head with a softball.
That's hilarious.
I love it.
I love that so much.
I love it. Ow!
You look injured. Bonk.
Yeah.
Absolute.
Heck yeah.
I don't got a bump from that. What's
Oh.
going on? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ow.
Yeah.
Cool.
All
Sick.
right,
Ignore the
well-
black eye.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that, Noid. Big
Yeah,
time.
you're welcome. You're welcome. Just don't ask ever again.
Yeah, fair.
$300 value, just saying.
Got paid after all.
Yeah, that's what happens when you take jobs off
You-
the books.
Yeah, that's right. And you know what? The best part is, I technically am gonna share it with you guys when I bonk you in the head
True.
with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
All right, cool.
Cool. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. Great session, Alex. Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was good work. You guys actually got off pretty good. Enza didn't have to do anything on your part. And technically, you could just not tell Enza because, they're not involved at this point. But it's all up
Good
to you.
point. Good point. Good point.
Yeah, they wouldn't know.
We're the crowd that might not tell them, so we might need to discuss that off the books.
Yeah. I mean, do we gain anything from telling them?
You know what? We should tell Jasper and then be like, "Don't tell Anya." It'd just be funny.
Yeah. Yeah. How can we get Jasper? Yeah. Well, is Jasper still in
He is in
detention
jail.
or whatever?
Yeah, he's in jail still.
Yeah, we should.
You could totally, in a way, tease him because he's been poking holes in Swiss cheese trying to mess with teleportation.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, that's probably also been what's messing it up. Is
could be.
their dimensional thing.
That actually could
That's
be a
what-
thing. Interesting.
Yep.
Okay.
The only time the Reapers show up in Enza is because that little hokey pokey crap that he's doing. So they can't usually just bust through unless there's something that makes it so they can.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Ink on the ledger, blood on the floor. We pay in secrets by the cellar door. Silver for silence, gold for a name. Platinum for who lit the match to the flame. Sing low, keep your face like ice.